Okay, hello, welcome. Just gotta bring up my cheat sheet here again because I always forget it until the last moment. Yeah, it's great to see you again, Mixolid. I'm glad that you're here. Why do I always forget where I have it saved? It's always in the same place. A very important day, huh? Are we gonna be getting into some some big stuff today? Oh, it's right here. A day that will be remembered by all. I'm taking that as some ominous foreshadowing for what I'm about to get into. Oh, they have a new website that's launching. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Is it already launched? We might have to check that out if there's not super spoilers on it. But yeah, that's cool. That's so cool. Oh, there's a homestuck.com and a homestuck.net. Okay, looks like .net is for the fandom. Okay, I just won't scroll then. I just won't scroll. Okay, but I got my my cheat sheet here. I gotta find the astrology symbols. Because I still don't have them memorized. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Got all my cheat sheets. Oh, it's down again? Well, it wouldn't be Homestuck without some without some drama. Oh, it's back up? For me it looks like it's down. Here, let me see if I can. Yeah, for me it looks down. Try removing. Okay, oh well, it already has HTTPS. So does it not work with HTTPS protocol? It only works with HTTP? That would be weird. It's still not doing anything for me. Hold on, I have some, like... If I try doing some, like, the HTTP, it's like a, security thing, that helps, like, verify that, the websites are safe and stuff. HTTPS is secure and HTTP is not. These days you usually only find HTTP on like old websites that haven't been updated since like the early 2000s. Oh yeah, you just have to remove the www. What? That's weird. That's so weird. Oh my god. You have to remove the World Wide Web from the website. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, yeah, it looks pretty much like the fan site that I looked at early on. Okay, I'm really tempted to scroll. I'm not going to scroll, but it's really tempting. But yeah, it just looks like basically the same thing as like what's on the collection and stuff, but that's cool. That's cool. There's now finally an official website, an official way to read Homestuck now. I'm sticking with the collection, but that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I did update our little shrine there a little bit. Now she has twice the candles. Oh, But anyways, last time, everyone was dead. Everyone died last time. Oh my god. Yeah, special underwater candles. Yeah, oh my god, oh my god. Let's see. Aradia's dead. Tavros, I think Tavros is dead. Yeah, he's dead. Solux is there writhing on the ground. Nepeta is probably dead. Kanea, God, I don't remember. Is Kanea dead? I think Kanea's dead. I think Terezi's wandering around somewhere, doing her whole murder mystery thing. Yeah, she's dead. Vriska's around here somewhere after having killed Tavros. Let's see, Equius is dead. Gamzee is crazy. Yeah, Aridin killed her along with Pfeffery. Rest in peace, our amazing, gorgeous fish queen. Yeah, Gamzee's crazy, Aridin's crazy, Pfeffery's dead. Oh, and Karkat is on his own and freaking out. Justifiably. He is justifiably freaking out. I would be freaking, I am freaking out. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, what happened last time? Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Everyone's dead. Almost everyone, like 3/4 of the main troll cast is dead. Okay, so Terezi was talking to Karkat. Yeah, welcome, rat boy ahoy. You sure came at a time. We're going over everything that happened last time. Yeah, let's see. Terezi was trying to reach Karkat and did not succeed in reaching him, and he's here on his own with Solux here, unconscious on the ground. Oh, he's twitching. Oh, that sucks. He looks in terrible pain. Oh, but anyways, Karkat had blocked her because Gamzee was on her account. Oh yeah. Oh. So, Gamzee's crazy, Aridin's crazy, Vriska's around here, maybe crazy. She's going crazy because she feels guilt. Yeah, poor Solux. Poor Karkat, he's here alone. Oh my god. So the survivors are, we have Karkat, we have Solux here, who may or may not be dying. We have Vriska, and Gamzee and Aridin, who are wandering around crazy. Oh my god. Okay, let's continue on. You reflect on your prior experience as the team's ectobiologist. It seemed like you were doing something so important at the time. Finally, everything made sense. This was why you were here. But what was the point? You're all clearly going to die in the most pointless deaths possible. Everything you believed about your destiny was meaningless. You wish you never pushed those buttons and hatched your team out of all this goddamn slime. You were no ectobiologist. If only there was some other title more befitting of the true discipline you practice, and the death sentence given to whatever you do, the disservice of creating. You can't think of one, though. And what about the other 12 wigglers you spawned? Who were they? Probably further proof that this was all meaningless and random. Could it be that they were the true heroes meant to be sent back to play this game while your team was superfluous crop? Could a mistake have been made during the reckoning? Other 12 wrigglers? What? Did he make like 2 batches of slime babies? That I forgot about? Or is he just talking about the ones he spawned? Or maybe she was right about them all along. Not that it makes any difference now. Something is stirring behind you. Something unconscious and toothless. Solux, he's waking up! Oh, and spitting out some teeth. Oh my god, he looks very much worse for wear. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. And out goes all his teeth. Yeah. Oh, hey, we're back with John and his godhood. And we see Vriska in the cloud there too with her pretty fairy wings. So what about Jack? What about him? Are you still planning on killing him? That would be a constructive way to use your killer troll instincts even by human standards. It's much better than killing friends. Yeah, you're right. And to tell you the truth, part of the reason I wanted to kill him was to protect them. It's not just about glory, you know? Because if I don't do it, then who will? Well, we have a plan to defeat him too, so there's that. Yes, I know about your plan. I guess 2 plans are better than 1, right? Yeah, so will you fight him then? Man, I don't know anymore. It's one reason I'm freaking out about this, about feeling bad about a simple, perfectly justifiable killing. If I can't handle that, doesn't it mean I'm not as strong as I thought? What hope do I have against Jack if that's the case? For whatever it's worth, coming from a human, feeling remorse doesn't make you weak. I bet you're still really strong. But then, I'm not sure if I actually want to encourage you to go off fighting him. Because as strong as you are, it sounds like he is really strong. And even though you killed tons of people, I think I would still be pretty sad if you died. Aww. So maybe you should just let us handle it? At least we won't fight him directly. I don't know. Even though I'm conflicted, it still feels like something I have to do. I admit I'm pretty scared thinking about it. Not of him necessarily, but of the fact that I apparently don't know myself as well as I believed. What if I'm not as lucky as I thought? What if I do not, in fact, have all of the luck? Well, maybe you don't. All of the luck sounds like an awful lot of luck to have. Exactly. But then, if there's no chance of catching a bad break, then taking a risk doesn't even qualify as bravery, does it? Okay, she's getting to the to some random 8, so we know she's freaking out a bit. But then, if there's no chance of catching a bad break, then taking a risk doesn't even qualify as bravery, does it? It isn't even a risk by definition. So, if this is going to mean anything, I guess I just have to find the strength from somewhere to go through with it. Maybe than just the fakey strength that comes from turning a blind eye to all your flaws, you know what I mean? Heh. What? Okay, but I do love that we have this, like, he's talking to her on the computer, but we see the image of her in the cloud. I just think that's a bit of clever framing. Ooh. See the big checkerboard. Although from here it looks less like a checkerboard and a bit more like, kind of like the codes we see on the back of the captcha cards. I wonder if there's any connection there. What if you could just turn the whole planet into a captcha card? How much grist would it take to make that? To make a planet from a captcha card. Oh man. You know how I said I couldn't relate to the attachment you have for your guardians? Yes. Well, I guess that isn't completely true. There are adult trolls who we can relate to if we choose to, and if we are lucky enough to discover who they are. But it's not really in a familial sense, at least not socially speaking, the way you understand family. They're more like figures of legend, or are said to have more in common with us genetically than any other troll. But we can never meet them, of course. Only look up to them and follow in their footsteps because they died centuries ago. Like ancestors? Yeah. We are each supposed to have one, and if you believe the lore about it, your destiny will be tied to theirs. You will find clues pointing to them and who they were, but you will only notice them if your eyes are open. You then can choose to take up the life they left for you, and if you do, they will always be looking out for you and guide you in finishing what they started. Wow, that's kind of neat. So, do you believe? I don't have to believe. I'm completely certain it's true, and I know who can't speak. And I know who mine is. I've been doing my best to honor her legacy for most of my life. I even named my role-playing character after her. She gained all the levels. All of them? All of them! How'd you know she was the one? But I do find this interesting that they have this sort of like, the trolls have this sort of like concept of destiny related to their ancestors. That's interesting. Oh, Tiny Vriska! Hi, Tiny Vriska! She looks so cute. It was before I ever started gaming or rounding up other kids to feed my luces. I was nearing the age where I would be expected to feed her. She was starting to get so big that she would have to crawl out of the cavern soon, no longer able to feast on stray wigglers she caught in her web. It was kind of an intense symbiotic thing, a particularly demanding Lucis Troll relationship, and only really strong kids are supposed to be able to handle it. So, of course, I was terrified of the responsibility looming. I really didn't think I would make it. I was sure I'd fail and my Lucis would either get angry and eat me, or she'd just die and then I'd be cold. But then I saw a shooting star one evening. I tracked down where it landed and found a chest with my sign on it. A sign is an insignia we must wear, specific to our class. Each class has a huge alphabet of signs, so when someone shares yours, you know you have a lot in common. I was so excited to see it. What was in the chest? Oh, who's this? It was her journal. She documented all of her amazing adventures as she sailed around the world, commanding a notoriously deadly fleet of Gamblinats? Gamblinats. It was so thrilling reading it. It really felt like she wrote it just for me. Like she was talking right to me and telling me how to be like her. She even left notes on where she buried treasure and stuff, which I followed later and when I started role-playing. I found her dice that way, and so many other great things. Learning about her gave me the strength and confidence to do what I had to do. That is a pretty exciting story. So then your great-great-great-grandnana or such was some kind of troll pirate? Pirate? Yeah, and that's not all. Not that I really needed it proved to me that she was my ancestor, but that's exactly what happened while playing this game. It turned out that, in addition to creating us all in the ectobiology lab, Karkat created our ancestors too! Okay, we got answers! We got answers! He did create two batches of slime babies. Themselves and their ancestors. Nice. I love when my questions get answered in like the next page. Oh god, I lost my place. But he never believed in any of that, and just thought they were random extra wrigglers serving no purpose, the stubborn jackass. The more common bloods are less inclined to give a shit about that kind of stuff, legends and tradition and all that. Those in the upper classes like me put more stock in it, and rightly so. Wow, now that you mention it, it really sounds like our situations are not so different. I created our guardians in the lab too, along with the four of us. And when you think about it, I never even knew my Nana. She died before I was born, or before I created myself and set baby me back in time, I mean. So really, she's my ancestor too, someone I'm connected to genetically, but never knew. Oh yeah, wow, I never thought about that. And even though I never knew her, she definitely helped me when I was growing up. I followed in her footsteps and became an incredible prankster. That is an admirable calling, John. Every bit as dignified as the path of the Marquise. I even had a book I learned a lot from, too. The book was sort of a family tradition. It was written by an even older ancestor, my Nana's grandpa, who was only the most legendary prankster of all time. So as you can see, we have both benefited greatly from ancestral wisdom. Yeah, that's so awesome. I think it's nice to see that when you take a closer look, we have a lot more in common than we first thought. I agree. Oh man. What? I was just thinking about your life on Earth. You had it so easy. You don't have to go hunting for clues about your ancestors at all. There was a picture of her hanging right there on the wall of your hive. Yep. Also, her ashes were there too. I don't know why, but that's just so funny to me. Your lives are so simple and easy. It must be really nice being human, even though you're all so weak. But maybe it's okay to be weak, if that's what's normal. Yeah, it is pretty great, actually. I highly recommend being human. This combo is pretty cute. I like these two. Can't lie. Yeah, no, I like them too. Oh, like, I was kind of iffy on Vriska talking to John at the beginning. Like, I was kind of like, okay, where's she going with this? What's her motives? But she seems to genuinely like him at this point. They seem to genuinely be friends and genuinely bonding, and they're so cute! And we get to see Vriska actually be vulnerable and honest with someone who doesn't have all the preconceived notions and expectations that come with troll society. Oh, I love it so much! Solux, Pester Terezi. Twin Armageddon's began trolling Gal's Calibrator. Terezi? Finally! I was starting to think I was the last one of us alive. Have you seen Carcat? No, but I sure as hell heard him. Well, what does that mean? And why are you typing like this? It's very odd. It means that I'm blind now. And I guess I talk like this because Kane knocked out all my teeth like some kind of grub-fisted douche. Now he's flipping out. He's, like, that wasn't just an artistic choice. He's actually missing his eyes. Oh no. Well, they can be blind buddies together. Now he's flipping out. Oh god. I'm relieved you and he are okay. I was getting so worried he wouldn't answer. Seems like he wants to talk to you, but I was hoping to talk with you a bit first. Hope you don't mind. I mean, I know he minds, but he can smooch my bloody gummy mouth right on the lisp for all I care. I mean lips. That's what I meant to say. Now that I can. Lips. Wow, feels so great to say that word. Okay, so Lex, we can talk. What's this about being blind? I hope you don't find it insulting that I wanted to talk to you about it first. You just seem like the right one to talk to about it. I do not mind. How did it happen? It was Aridin. Got me with his fucking science stick. But it's my fault. I totally underestimated him. Oh no. Honestly, yeah, I'm okay with it though. I'm fine. I mean, aside from the part about not being able to see goddamn squat. So, Lux, you know about Pfeffery? Yes. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Fish Queen! Oh, they killed my favorite character! Me too, but it's okay. I'm okay with that too. It's hard to explain how I'm feeling now. I just know that she's happy and okay right now, just like Aradia is. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah. I feel better than I ever have, really. There's no more noise. I never realized how noisy it was. I can finally relax and hear my own thoughts without having to yell them, or actually just not have any thoughts. That's a nice change of pace. That's good. What kind of noise were you hearing? Voices. Indiscriminate, indecipherable noises, all talking all at once. Voices of the soon-to-be-dead. They had been getting louder lately, and I just figured they were all ours. I tuned them out kind of like I pretty much always do, but now that they're gone, the difference is huge. I mean, wow. Maybe since they're gone, it means we won't have to die anymore? Oh, I forgot about that. He was hearing voices of the soon-to-be-dead. Oh, I hope you're right. So, since I guess I have to learn to be blind now, do you have any tips for me? I mean, tips? Tips. Oh, oh. Wait, no, that sounds stupid. Yeah, I have plenty of tips. It may take time, though. It took me plenty of time to get used to. Also, I may not be as good a teacher as I had since I'm not a magical dragon. You can't get a better teacher than a magical dragon. That's okay. I'm happy to learn from you just being you. Hooray! So, where are you guys? I should come join you so we can stick together. Fuck, I don't know. I'm blind, remember? I'll ask Kay. Hang on. What? Something is going on. I smell something in here. What? It smells brighter. Brighter? Terezi, are you there? Oh, shit, no. Wait, no, we need to see what's up with Terezi. Don't bring us to Dave. Dave, resist great urge to play Bros Xbox. Oh. As usual, you fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for, oh, god damn it. You were making a play for that sick, nasty pack of deliriously mouth-watering Doritos, and this idiot got stuck in a pole again. Time to reset for the third time this hour. Oh, man. That's a wild glitch. Reset. Someone's bothering you. Perfect chance to use the Dorito emote. Apocalypse Arisen began trolling Turntech Godhead. Aradia. Aradia, what's up? I thought you were dead for reals now. Oh no, she blew up. She was in the dream world now, wasn't she? Hello. Hey. I think it's absurd I never introduced myself to you in all that time I spent moping around the lab. Guess I wasn't in a very good mood. Hi, Dave. My name's Aradia. Christ, you're a fan of one of my websites, aren't you? What asshole gave you my chum handle? Also, what was your favorite thing I did you liked? And what did you think was so great about it? Also, ASL? A girl and a place very close to you. Oh, was she answering? What? What else would give, what? 6, a girl and a place very close to you. In fact, I could visit you right now if you would like. Oh, holy shit, okay, you're a troll. Only trolls say they're 6. I don't know what's up with you and that dumb fake age. Oh, that was her age. Oh, did he ask what age she was? Oh, age, sex, location. Oh, I've never seen that before. Age, sex, location. 6, girl, and place very close to you. Okay. That makes sense now. Oh, holy shit, you're a troll. Only trolls say they're 6. I don't know what's up with you and that dumb fake age. To be fair, it translates to the same age as you, which at the moment is 12, is it not? Makes no sense. Bye. Understanding disparities in the flow of time should be easy for people like us, let alone understanding disparities in such pedestrian things as units. I am 6 sweeps old. 1 sweep is a little more than 2 years, you dummy. Old school web thing. Yeah, I figured. That makes sense. Cool story. Look, it's either the truth or I'm just someone who's being a bit playful. What is the harm in that? Okay, so 2 equals 6? Awesome joke. Or wait, maybe it was just a waste of time. You people think I'm made of stuff. I know you aren't, but I am. What? Made of time. Oh, beautiful pun. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup, Dave. You set her up for the perfect pun there. Whereas you are the knight of the very same cosmic faculty. It would seem we have very, very little in common, Dave, when in fact we have very much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shut off my phone now. See ya. Beautiful pun. 10 out of 10. No notes. Gorgeous. Best pun in the whole series so far. Yes, that's definitely what you did the first time we had this conversation. So I will wait patiently while you realize that's not what you're going to do this time. What the fuck? Dave, describe to me why you are now incredulous, please. I remember this. I remember shutting off my phone and never talking to you again, but I'm still talking. What's going on? Of course you remember that. This is a memory. No, it's a dream. I'm asleep. Or am I? What's going on here? Come to the window. Why? Because I'm outside. Bullshit. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. That is because I'm not out there anymore. Turn around. Aradia is trying to turn this into a horror movie for Dave specifically. Oh, yep, there she is. Oh, in her beautiful god mode form. Oh, nice. I had forgotten that she also reached god mode when she blew up. But yeah, I had thought that the Vriska's god mode having wings and looking like a fairy was part of her and the whole and like being like the Tinkerbell Peter Pan thing that she had going on with Tavros. That it was showing like her like inner whimsy or whatever, but maybe it's just a troll thing. Like when trolls reach a god tier, they come with wings. Maybe that's just it. Oh, sup? Looks like you're a fairy. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think it's just a troll thing. When they reach god mode, they get fairy wings. I think it's because trolls are kind of bug things. Oh, true. Yeah, probably, because they're like little grubs and stuff when they come out. These aren't my shades anymore. John gave me these new ones for my birthday. I remember that. And I wasn't wearing this shirt. It was this one. How'd it get like that? Try to remember. I can't. Wait, I wasn't wearing this actually. But yeah. So this is definitely like sometime in the past, before all the crazy stuff happened. Or like in a dream or something? Because it has that picture in the back looks like. So basically, I'm guessing time shenanigans are going on. Plenty of time shenanigans are going on right now. Wait, I wasn't wearing this actually. I was wearing this suit. No, wait, it was a black one. Are you sure? Yeah, and I was playing Spurb. That's right. And I went to sleep at some point, which is why I'm asleep now. But if I'm dreaming, why am I not awake as my dream self? Why indeed? Shit, this wasn't the suit I was wearing. Oh, is this to do with him being, his doomed self being sacrificed? It was this ugly fucking rag. Yes, I think it looks pretty nice, but go on. And I went to take a nap. Teresi said I'd reach God tier, or I guess show me why I wouldn't. Did it work? Is this part of the process somehow? No, sorry. So then it's just a stupid, pointless dream. Not exactly. Wait, oh yeah, I woke up, and then Jack killed you. Welp. Okay, so this is the doomed Dave. So then I'm dead. Yes. And this isn't a memory or a dream at all, it's the afterlife. Yep, F for Dave. F for doomed Dave. Then this isn't a memory or a dream at all, it's the afterlife. Yes and no. Yes and two no's. It is the afterlife, but what's happening now is taking place in a bubble, which is accessible to the living through dreams under the right conditions. And it's also your memory. The entry point for any bubble is always a memory, either a memory of the dead or a memory of the living dreamer come to visit. But once you realize it's not just a memory, what happens next is up to you. Oh, and there he is seeing the Canon Dave, I guess we'll call him. Doomed Dave and Canon Dave. Okay, what's going on over there then? Over here then? Is this some disturbing ghost hallucination? Should I start slapping myself or what? No, this actually did happen. I don't remember this. That's because it isn't your memory. This is Alpha Dave. Okay, I guess we're going for Alpha Dave instead of Canon Dave then. The one who chose not to take the nap which led to your death. Fuck, lucky bastard. Then I guess Teresi tricked me. Did she? Didn't you ask for this? It would have been cool to know if picking one option would definitely kill me pointlessly, so yeah. But I guess I kept giving her shit about it, and I knew she was kind of crazy and morbid anyway, so whatever. Is bro dead there? Evidently. Like, in reality? Like, that's a thing that really happened? Also, is reality still a thing that means something? Can that be a question on the table too? Yes, and yes. Yes, it can be on the table, and yes, reality still means something. And yes, your guardian did die. Well, damn it. What did I do wrong, aside from getting my ass killed in the most stupid way possible? Nothing. All is well and as it should be. What's he doing? Alpha me. What would you be doing if you were him? I am him. Even better. I don't know. Would you be upset? Yeah, sort of. Then maybe what you're doing is grieving, in whatever way that comes naturally to you. Maybe. You are lucky to be able to. I could not for a long time. But now that I can again, I'm so relieved, because I have discovered there is no reason to grieve. Okay, am I talking to someone there? Looks like it. Who? Who do you suspect you would be talking to in this situation? Probably Teresi, I guess? Maybe she's helping you through this. I don't know. Why would she do that? You were helping her, weren't you? Was I? I think so. The living need each other's help, just like the dead do. Alpha Dave still has a long way to go. He's still not at ease with his mortality, but people like us have to be. We have to be prepared to die 1,000 deaths before our quest is complete. The master we serve demands it. Oh, so there's like a master of time that they're under? Interesting. So I'm just one dead Dave offered up to the time god? Pretty much. What about the other dead Daves? They come here too in their own bubbles. You may cross paths with them if you wish. I think I'm up to my neck in Dave already, just being one. I know the feeling. This still doesn't seem right, though. Why are you even here? Like, why are you showing me this? I'm not showing you, I'm just visiting your bubble. It projects your thoughts and memories, as well as other things relevant to you, much like the clouds do in Skya. Also, I do find it funny that, like this isn't a chat log, this is their actual dialogue, which means that she found a way to do a smiley face verbally. I love that. Oh, why are you here? Why are you showing me this? I'm not showing you, I'm just visiting your bubble to protect, okay, like the clouds do in Skya. But, like, if I'm seeing this, shouldn't I be able to do something about it? Or stop it from happening? Or, technically it's still a chat log? I'm choosing to believe that this is her finding a way to verbalize an emoticon. Yeah. But, like, if I'm seeing this, shouldn't I be able to do something about it? Or stop it from happening? Or, I don't know, like anything to keep helping my friends. What do I do? Nothing. None of this is your business anymore. It's time to move on. Oh. That's pretty sad. They're so terminally online, they're texting each other in the same bubble. Oh, man. Amazing, amazing. But yeah, that's sad. It isn't your business anymore. You have to learn to let go. That's sad. He wants to help his friends and he can't anymore. He's stuck in bubble afterlife. He's stuck in his little afterlife bubble. But yeah, like, that brings like a whole new weight to the killing of the branch off Daves. Because, like, if you just think, like, okay, I'm gonna, like, they have to die and then they just, like, end, that's one thing. But, like, they die and they continue to exist in a bubble, being able to watch us but not interact or help us in any way, stuck in their own little bubble of the afterlife for eternity. That's a whole new level of tragedy there. Oh. Where are we now? Oh, look, this was my hive before it was destroyed. Oh, so this is the troll planet. Yeah, they're gonna live in dream purgatory forever. That sucks. That's terrible. That's like the worst possible fate I could think of after death. You can watch. Like, you're still affected by things. You can watch. But, like, you can't interact with them, you can't contact them, you can't help them in any way. You just have to watch them suffer and die and not be able to do anything about it. That sucks. That sucks. Oh, so this is the troll planet. Pretty cool. Not really what I pictured. What did you picture? I don't know, it's more subdued. I pictured a lot more mayhem, like a bunch of trolls flying around in little grub pods, constantly screaming at each other through bullhorns shaped like buckets. That's very silly and a little perverse. But actually that sounds like what it might have been like on some parts of the planet, so can we not go to those parts? I'll put in a good word with your bubble about it. Nice. Awesome. So what am I supposed to do now that I'm dead? What is, like, the primary activity here that ghosts get their shit worked up over? Like, where are the fucking haunt-offs at is what I'm asking. I don't know about haunt-offs, but there's plenty of time to satisfy various curiosities you might have about existence and whatnot. Okay, so you're dead, you can only watch your loved ones but not interact with them, but you get the answers to the universe. At least you get something in the trade-off. Boring. Is it? Just kidding, that sounds cool. Oh, yes. What else? It would be funny if he does actually think that's boring, but saw that that she was trying to cheer him up and was just like, oh no, it's actually cool. I know he does actually think it's cool, but like that would be funny. What else? There are all sorts of friends to meet, ones you already know and ones you don't. There's plenty of time for just about anything. Lots and lots of time. Enough time to understand that time isn't much of anything at all. It isn't. Time is like a game. Just one fun game in reality's cupboard, which is full of them. It's the one we are the best at, while other people are better at the other games. But when all the games are back in the cupboard, everyone is about the same. And games are fun, but sometimes you don't realize how much fun you were having until they're all over. And sometimes you look back and realize for some stupid reason you weren't having any fun at all. Then you laugh. I bet you meant to laugh a whole lot less shitty than that. That laugh will suffice. Hey, do you want to see inside my hive? Yeah, sure. Well, how about later? Not that that doesn't sound cool, but I kind of want to just go home and I guess chill for a while, because I guess it was all a bit much. If that's okay, and I guess also possible. It is quite possible, and more than okay. I do love that Aradia's here acting like his introduction to the afterlife. Here's your Afterlife 101, presented by Aradia. Oh, hi Tavros! So this is how we're gonna get all our dead characters back. They're gonna show up in Afterlife bubbles. Nice. So we got Tavros. Show us Pfeffery! Bring back the bring back the Fish Queen! It seems you have a hive guest, Dave. Aw, hell no. That's who I think it is. Tavros has been looking forward to meeting you. Hey! Oh, first, okay, I think you're fantastic, which is to say, just an enviably cool guy who I admire. Let's put that compliment on the table where we can both see it. Holy shit. Looks like I found another point in time to bother you, when I guess you're more emotionally susceptible. Dude, are those sick fires you're packing there? You best not bring that fire into my bubble unless you plan on dropping that shit. Oh man, can the dream bubbles even burn? Oh bro, these are without any confusion to be noted as some truly unhealthy incendiaries. They are in above average need of medical attention. So, in other words, just to complete the analogy, I hope you know a licensed physician. I am your general fucking practitioner, and doctor's orders are to shut up and burn down my goddamn office. I'll break your brittle ass like a graham cracker, and well roast s'mores over the flaming debris. Have I made myself clear? Yes, and certain features of your pale anatomy may serve as the marshmallow ingredient needed for the molten snack. I will provide the fudge. Oh my god. Dude, gross. So, Aradia, just so we're clear, this is like a hell bubble, right? It's my eternal punishment to have shitty wrap-offs with this tool forever. Is that it? Yes, you figured out the mystery. I guess I had it coming for a flagrant lifetime spent being unbelievably fucking incredible at rap and just about practically everything else except not dying. You may think so, but then again, you have not faced Team Charge in a match of slam poetry, have you? Oh, yes! Just kidding, I'm no good at slam poetry. Sorry. Oh. So, is he dead? He looks dead. Yes, he's dead. What about you? You don't look dead. Are you dreaming? No, I'm wide awake and I physically stand before you in person. So, you're not dead. Oh no. She's a god! I am very much alive, and I intend to stay that way. Why does this kind of freak me out a little? Her smile is just a bit too wide and her eye is a bit too open. It makes me, it's a little unsettling. Randy, I love you, but you're kind of freaking me out a little. Oh my god. Don't worry, she's not dead. She's just alive and gonna make it everyone else's problem. Oh god. John, prepare to leave castle. Okay. She's creepy in a good way. I'm becoming gradually kind of concerned for Aradia's mental health. She keeps dying. She keeps dying in new and different ways. And I'm kind of worried about her mental health. But she's a god now. Which may or may not be a good thing. She is very good at dying. She's very good at dying and coming back. Dave too, yes, in slightly different ways. But yeah, it makes sense they'd have a lot in common, and both have time powers. They're both great at dying. Okay, so we're with John and, oh, right, Vriska. Okay, then, I guess I'll get going. Go where? To keep looking for my dad. Are you sure you don't have more important things to worry about? Are you saying that I'm still not supposed to find him yet? John, please, I thought you were done getting the future spoon-fed to you like this. I have told you that you will find your dad eventually. That should be good enough. Don't you think it's time to start taking your responsibility more seriously? Well, yeah, but what responsibility do you mean? You just concluded that I am going to fight Jack, and there is a possibility I will fail. He could kill me easily for all I know. But it's something I have to try, and if I do fail, your plan will serve as backup. There's a lot riding on you, John, on both of us. Okay, so you're saying I should go get the tumor now instead of putting it off? I'm not telling you to do anything, just reminding you of what's at stake. Wait, I mean the tumor. Wait, I mean the tumor. Why don't we just call it what it is? A big fucking bomb in the core of your battlefield. Yes, which is what I was wondering about. How am I supposed to get it out? I guess go find a cave or something? Yes, you could probably go looking for a sanctioned entry point, or you could just do what winners in a hurry do. What? Cheat. Is that even possible? It's practically always possible. I won't tell you how, but I will point out you could start making better use of your powers than facilitating noisy joyrides. Is that what Earth is like, by the way? A bunch of humans flying around in little wheeled pods, constantly beeping at each other with their chauffeur familiars? No. Well, maybe some places, but most cars stay on the ground because science fiction hasn't happened yet. Anyway, I'm just saying it's time to do something useful and impressive with your powers, deliberately for a change. You're a god now, remember? Yes, but all I can do is make a lot of wind blow around. How's that gonna help? Use your imagination. That windy thing of yours is more versatile than you think. Alright, I'll try. Yeah, dude, you sent like a hurricane that covered half the planet. You're kind of powerful as hell. Good. I think it's time for me to get going too. I will prepare for battle. Oh man, I guess if there's nothing I can say to change your mind, and it's something you really have to do, then I understand, but how about this? What? Can this not be the last time we talk before you go? It would be nice to hear from you at least once before you leave to fight him. Yeah, you got it. I will message you before I leave. In my future too. None of this messaging me in the past nonsense before I even knew you. Of course. Okay, great. I'll hold you to that, Vriska. It will be a certainty. That said, there is no need for any sort of farewell right now. Go do your amazing windy thing, John. Be creative. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I will. Later. John, be creative. Unleash your godly abilities on the world. Yes. Is he just literally just creating a hurricane or a tornado or something? Oh, man. He does look really cool. Oh, I love that. Oh, whoa, holy shit. Oh, he's using it as a drill. What is that flying? Is that the palace or whatever flying around it? Holy shit. Holy shit. Dude, you could destroy this planet. Oh my god. Battlefield, quake. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. I know, I do too. Oh my god. Holy shit, John. Oh. I can't believe how much you were downplaying your powers before. Oh my god. Oh, the sky ships, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, look! More wine for the lady? This woman sure does seem to like her wine. The gentleman has never met a woman quite so taken with the drink, or one as enchanting and beautiful for that matter. Oops. The fellow has stained the mademoiselle's fine garment. The gaffe is unforgivable, and the only true course of chivalry would be to liberate the damsel from the sodden cloth and launder it immediately. that the soldiers used before the soldiers all died. Yeah. Oh my god. That's what that is? The sky ships? Oh. But dude, he could easily tear this whole planet apart. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's insanely powerful. John, you are quite literally god tier. Holy shit. But the lady has no concerns for the purity of her finery. She has other things on her mind altogether. The woman has never met a gentleman so strong, considerate, and handsome. She cannot tell for certain if her intoxication is due to her 7th glass of wine, 7th, or the contours of his proud, powerful nose, and the sensual aroma wafting from his pipe. The man and the woman are at ease. They have everything because they have each other. They know that together they can make it through anything, whether trouble brings a bit of spilt wine on the chic lab coat, or reduces the very castle beneath their feet to ruins. Is that Jack? Oh no! John, I think your dad may need help. Pretty soon. Vriska, read Mindfang's journal. Yeah, if they have, let's see, there's Vriska's gonna go fight Jack. She's at god tier. John's at god tier. They have Beck. They have Aradia's also at god tier. Like, I think if all of them worked together to fight Jack, they'd stand a chance. I think they definitely stand a chance if they all fought together. Read Mindfang's journal. Ooh. On the 18th bilunar perigee of the 2nd dim season's equinox. Oh, she even writes like Vriska types. Fantastic. Absolutely her ancestor. The orphaner poses a Calignus riddle like no other I've met. I am presuming him bothered by jealousy, and it would be sickening if it were not so marvelously amusing. But then, who but royalty could have the finned cheek to show disdain for the manner in which his black lover conducts her red conquests, lest has accelerated meeker than I to homicide, and the violation would not hold me aghast again if his misgivings did not complement his so endearing arsenal of quaint flaws. It is impossible to stifle this grin even now as I write. I understand less the more I read. Okay, so the orphaner is her Calignus partner, her Kismesis, I'm guessing. And he's jealous of her flushed partners. Less has accelerated meeker than I to homicide, and the violation would hold me aghast again if his misgivings did not complement his so endearing arsenal of quaint flaws. It is impossible to stifle the screen. Okay, so she finds his weaknesses quaint. And endearing. Okay, if I'm understanding this right. Less has accelerated meeker than I to homicide. This sentence makes no sense to me. Less has accelerated meeker than I to homicide. Less. Is less a name? Of a second person? Or is this sentence grammatically makes no sense to me. Less has accelerated meeker than I to homicide, and his violation would hold me aghast again. Less, fewer things. Fewer things has accelerated meeker than I to homicide. My brain is just not getting wrapped around this. Fewer things have accelerated meeker. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna take a second and stare at this paragraph until I understand it. Oh, okay. Less is accelerated meeker than I to homicide. Okay, so basically, fewer. Okay, so like like lesser insults has driven people meeker than I to commit homicide. Okay, I'm understanding that now. It's just the weird old timey way the sentence is structured that just tripped my brain up so completely. Uh, every day, every time I come to Homestuck and read it, it holds true when I said that when I predicted that this would challenge my vocabulary in ways that I was not prepared for. It proves this every time I open it up. He surely understands this as my maritime overlord, a superior. Well, through gritting fangs, he would concede the expanse of my plunder, makes his seem hardly worthwhile to trouble a map with good ink over. Yeah, the final boss of the English language. English barely makes sense as it is. It is a language held together by duct tape and Latin. He surely understands this as my maritime overlord. Okay, so yeah, she did mention that he was royalty, a superior. Well, through gritting fangs, he would concede the expanse of my plunder, makes his seem hardly worthwhile to trouble a map with good ink over. Okay, so he knows that her conquests and her plunder makes his look like nothing. I know he understands. I will take what I want. I expect nothing less from Dual-Scar, and truly less would offend me. Dual-Scar. Is she talking about the same person here, Dual-Scar and Orphaner? Or is Dual-Scar someone else? I expect nothing less from Dual-Scar, and truly less would offend me. Is it the crude blood of the suitors from which I have taken enjoyment recently? If his displeasure is with my blithe treatment of the social order, then he has either not spent enough time in the warm company of my indifference, or is simply very stupid. Okay, so she doesn't care about the social order. Interesting. Wonder what Vryssel's gonna make of that her ancestor didn't care much for the social order. Or something very stupid. I saw the look he gave. He's so secure in knowing I can't feel what's in his mind, he forgets the traitorous ways of his own face. Oh, so he's used to so much that she can't read his mind like she can others, that he forgets to mask his face, his expressions. His little looks are words to me, interjections in our deliciously bitter repartee. First, a look as I summon a slave from the hold, with such ease between my remarks. Why, yes, Dual-Scar, they were the very slaves in your hold until but this hour. Another ship deployed carelessly, languishing in strategic vulnerability. Is this not our routine, our dance? What is this look, my dear Kismisses? Is it shame, envy, contempt for what he knows will follow? So it seems like she's getting bolder and bolder in, like, doing things that he may not necessarily like. I nod her over. She is fearful, and it makes her prettier. He scoffs without a movement or sound. I know there is disgust feeding the shadows in his corner of my block. At least prick her in the light, he surely thinks. Determine what vulgar hue she bleeds before persisting with your abasement, Marquise. Do try to understand, Orphaner. Okay, so she's like taking lovers from among his slaves and he's upset that she is not checking what kind of blood they have before she like takes them to bed. Do try to understand, Orphaner. Not knowing is the point. And if you truly understood this, your crusade against the Gamblinets would not be among our Grand High Blood's most uproarious punchlines. If only one truly needed to be so high to find it amusing. Okay. So he's not understanding the thrill that she gets from taking lovers of unknown social standing. Truly understood and that if he understood it, then his crusade would not be a punchline, that it wouldn't be such a joke. And so not knowing, I take her will, but leave enough of it to enjoy her response. Her hands are in my service, but they still shake. They unfastened the first button at my jacket's waist clumsily. I have masked the line between my puppeteering and her volition exquisitely, and her uncertainty over her own control fuels her fear. She unfastens the second button, and between the second and third, I make a casual remark to Dualscar, continuing our conversation. He does not respond. I look again at the face of my slave, imagining for a moment her mind is not an unguarded port to her every dread. I imagine I cannot feel her conviction that it's not merely a matter of whether she will be put to irons, but how hot they will be if she fails to please. Poor thing. Her horns make attractive shapes and pair themselves pleasantly amidst her violent snarls of hair. Her fingers, which I have lost track of, to my surprise, have come between the petticoat and my skin. The heat of her touch tells me the likely range for the color of her blood. I wouldn't have guessed it to look at her, not with her sign stripped. Her mouth opens slightly and I squint. Ah, razor sharp, and none missing. Perfect. How disappointing it is to find quivering lips hiding dull teeth. I pause to consider. What will her fear become if I choose to show her mercy later? And even in days, kindness. Will this be the red dalliance that becomes fully flushed? Love demands my cunning just as my raids. If it is to be, she will never understand how thoroughly she was manipulated, her body, her mind, her devotion. Okay, so she's debating if this slave is the one she takes as her final red lover, and taking pleasure in thoughts of manipulating her for a greater amount of time. Okay. I remember Dualscar again. My distraction from our banter was momentarily absolute, and I inquire into the shadows, but he is gone. Then go, my Kismesis. Fume with the indignation I gave you. I can only pray it blackens our bond. I must know such exhibitions agitate him, and hence why I bother. Otherwise, it would be easy to dismiss him before I partook. Okay, so she's enjoying letting him watch because she knows it'll blacken their bond and make it deeper. Let it be a gift of antagonization to you, my dear rival, on which you may brew pitch for me anew. And if it is true envy, a vermilion yearning I can't abide, then though it pains me, it will be farewell. Okay, so she's like, if he wants us to be red instead of black, I can't do that with him. It would have to be goodbye. Okay. Alas, it may be that I am too good at spurring hate. Too good, at least, for him. I only hope he is not so foolish as to tread a path of less torrid malice. For if he does, if he bothers to actual hatred rather than a calignous relationship, my suspicions. On the 16th, when was this? This was the 14th by Luna Perigee. 2 days later, my suspicions have been confirmed. I'm not grinning anymore, Dualscar. Our orderly contention has dissolved right before my vision eightfold. It was once a handsome black, but now sits like good strong tea, sullied and cooled by unwelcome dairy. Okay, so he did have red feelings for her. Thus my heart was broken twice. I was fond of the slave. There was surely promise in her red investment. He had her assassinated. Okay, so he assassinated her red slave lover. And so she killed him. Okay. Oh. So I'm guessing this is her. She's dressed in purple and has the blue thing there, blue weapon. And so I am visited by a bit of bad luck for a change. It's not possible to evade it forever, I suppose. I will simply have to endure the misfortune of observing his base and artless measures of retaliation. Okay, so there's Eridan and Vriska, I'm guessing. Check the weapon and the color on page 3508. God, I know I've seen that before. Did Eridan have that? Where have we seen that before? The color is bright blue. Who has bright blue blood? Not Aridin. No. Equius? Oh, the color of the outfit. That's... I think that's Aridin. Either Aridin, maybe... Yeah, that's Aridin. So that is... I'm thinking this is Dual Scar then. Because she said that he was royalty. So yeah, I think this is Dual Scar. We can even see he kind of has the Aquarius symbol, sort of, on his chest there. So yeah, I think this is Dual Scar, who's probably Aridin's ancestor. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm just saying it's not possible to evade bad luck forever. I'll simply have to endure the misfortune of enduring his retaliation. Okay. So now we have Vriska and Aridin here in the present. And he's killed... Let's see, he killed, not Tavros. He killed Kanea, he killed, Pfeffery, seriously harmed, Solux. Yeah, so he's applied his own resources to increase the bounty on my head. I wonder if he intends such a laughably ineffectual gesture as anything more than a formality, a symbol of his intent. If not, my smile, how it threatens to revisit, almost. So yeah, I mean, okay, so that, like, okay, he tried to increase the bounty on her head. That's kind of what happened here with Aridin. He killed a bunch of people, and at least briefly, I think Terezi thought that Vriska committed all the murders. She only committed one of them. But even Terezi admitted that the theory of Vriska doing it didn't make any sense. Yeah, okay. Wonder if he intends such a laughably ineffectual gesture as anything more than a formality, a symbol of his intent, if not as my smile. How it threatens to revisit, almost. I've broken laws, yes, but what has there been to pay for? If any act I've taken should demand a bounty, it was paid up front. I foot the bill myself with guile and supremacy. Okay, so basically saying, like, all the things I've done, I've already paid for up front. I footed the bills myself. There is nothing for anyone to come after me for, which we've seen kind of is Vriska's mindset as well with all the things she's done. Like, all I've done is, like, all the things I've done is within the line of troll culture. I was totally within my rights as both a literal blue blood to kill Tavros, and that's why she feels so weird about feeling bad about it. So yeah, it's very similar mindsets there. Honk. Honk. Well, here comes Gamzee on the 20th. So a few days later. Yeah, Vriska's outlook makes more sense if she read this diary growing up. Yeah. Oh. Hello? My kitty made a weird sound. Okay. Kitties are fine. If only my horde... Yeah, so the 20th, I think the last one said, the 18th? Was the 16th and the 18th, so we're kind of going in... No, it was the 14th, then the 16th. 14th, 16th, now we're 4 days later. If only my hoard were as bottomless as his desire to disappoint me. He is set on cowardice, deferring to others to settle his score. Doesn't he remember what he's confided? It would be easy to give the evidence to her imperious condescension, and he would be killed quickly for his unthinkable presumption. He's taken a great risk, harboring red ambitions for an empress who will never even know his name. Not that I'll sink to his tactics. But then, he feels safety in knowing this. My sources say he is en route. Holy! Is this 21st? So I'm guessing this is I'm guessing this is Gamzee's ancestor. Holy shit, his design goes hard. Oh my god. On the 21st, the very next day, I've learned Dual Scar has reported to the Grand High Blood all the intelligence he has on me and my fleet. It was information he'd guarded closely to protect our once mutually cherished rivalry. Ooh. He couldn't let it fall into the wrong hands, lest another besiege me more effectively and cause me to wax for the usurper. Not that he'd raised that mast particularly high himself. Oh, the shortcomings I managed to overlook for the sake of a lover. I would have enjoyed witnessing the entertainment he prepared to please the High Blood. His sense of humor was dreadful. It would have been a true miracle if he survived the appointment. Funny, I always imagined a grander entry in my journal for your demise, Dual Scar, but I should have realized you would die as you lived. A joke. One more humorous little sacrifice kindly given to the subjugglers, and one step closer to the release of the vast honk they prophesied. I am overjoyed to understand now this was always your destiny. So Dual Scar is Gamzee's ancestor, not Eridan's. Ho! So, okay, so this has to be Eridan's ancestor. Or is this not Dual Scar? Maybe the last bit back. Would die as you lived, a joke when my humor is upset. Funny, I always imagined a grander entry in my journal for your demise, Dual Scar, but I should have realized you would die as you lived, a joke. One more humorous little sacrifice kindly given to the subjugulators, and one step closer to the release of the vast honk they prophesied. I am overjoyed to understand now this was always your destiny. Oh, where he's collect the things about the joke and subjugulars and vast honk. That all sounds like Gamzee stuff. And this earlier up in the page, I've learned Dual Scar has reported to the Grand High Blood all the intelligence he has on me and his fleet. And my fleet was information he guarded closely to protect our once mutually cherished rivalry. He couldn't let it fall in the wrong hands, lest another besiege me more effectively and cause me to wax for the usurper. Not that he'd raised that mast particularly high himself. All the shortcomings I managed to overlook for the sake of a lover. I would have enjoyed witnessing the entertainment he prepared to please the High Blood. His sense of humor was dreadful. It would have been a true miracle if he survived the appointment. Okay, so the High Blood, I'm guessing, is Eridan's ancestor. And Dual Scar is Gamzee's ancestor. And he is gone to entertain, and ended up dead. Am I getting that right? But man, the face here sure is straight out of a horror movie. Holy shit. Switch those? Wait, so Dual Scar is Eridan's ancestor who went to entertain the High Blood who is Gamzee? Gamzee's ancestor? So Eridan's ancestor is... Huh. I would have absolutely thought that Dual Scar would be Gamzee's ancestor with the whole thing of like a joke, humorous little sacrifice given like subjugulars, vast honk. That all sounds like Gamzee stuff. Okay, so this this is Dual Scar? We know for sure this is Dual Scar. Dual Scar is the royal. Dual Scar is the royal. Okay, so there is a difference here between High Blood and Royal. So Dual Scar, the Royal, went to the High Blood. The way she words this seems, why would a High Blood who's lower in the social hierarchy than a Royal, interesting. Interesting. But this she's saying all this about Dual Scar, but it sounds like Gamzee stuff. It's complicated, but you yeah. That's interesting. This all sounds like stuff that like Gamzee was all about. The Great Honk and stuff. Talking about Dual Scar's demise, yeah. One more humorous little sacrifice kindly given to the subjugulars. Oh, that's Tonk, they prophesize. Okay. Okay, I understand it now. I'm just apparently my brain just does not want to understand any of these journal entries at all. Oh, okay, I get it. It is a lot. And of course it's worded in very like old-timey, not modern English kind of way. Oh, Mindfang, please. Go easy on me. Honk, 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 honk. Honk with every step. Motherfucking honk, motherfuckers. Oh my god. So he did. He killed Nepeta. He took her helmet. No. No, poor Nepeta. Oh no! Oh, how dare you! Oh, hello. Oh my god. Poor Nepeta. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah. F for for Nepeta. Oh my god. Oh, she does not deserve that. She did not deserve that. She just saw her friend. She just saw Equius killed in front of her. She just wanted to. No, she didn't deserve that. The little kitty cat. Okay, so this is Terezi. She has bite marks. What? Who's been drinking her blood? It's been nearly a week since Dual Scar's fitting end, and I'd all but forgotten the matter. It seems the subjugulators were not particularly inspired by his revelations about my affairs. Sources tell me their response was to commission one of the court's neophyte legislators to conduct the investigation and bring me to justice. Okay, so I'm guessing that's Terezi's ancestor. Okay, yup. Okay, seems so with the teal color there. But there's a lot of red. We have the glasses there. But is she dead? Is she dead now too? Another one bites the dust, I guess. Neophyte Red Glare is reported to be quite talented. I find no reason to doubt this. Still, how can I be caused any unrest to learn the recourse is to send a lone, inexperienced bureaucrat to apprehend me? I cannot view this as anything other than full concession by the Highbloods. They now only seek to maintain the appearance of pursuing me. Maybe they find my exploits amusing? I couldn't possibly disagree. Those rare moments when my superiors show wisdom come perilously close to restoring my faith in the social order. Okay. So, okay, she's alive. She lives! As for Red Glare, it would surprise me if I ever heard her name again. If she finds me, then I welcome her challenge. But I am so confident she will play no relevant role in my future, I won't even bother peering into my oracle to satisfy my curiosity. Who Ooh, big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. Huge. Oh my god. You wouldn't even look into your oracle to look into the person they sent to pursue you? You'll just dismiss her as inexperienced? Just based on hearsay? Like, why? That's so dumb. I thought you were smarter than this, Mind Fang. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why would... Oh, but she lives. She lives. Terezi lives. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, showdown combo. Ooh. Okay. Never thought a clown honk would be so ominous. Hello, Kamzu. What did you do with Nepeta? And his ancestor. Oh, the Fago. Roll, roll, roll. Eridan. Eridan, you're on thin ice too. I haven't forgotten what you did to Pfeffery. It's the blue he made, Aradia. And Vriska with her dice, ready to go in God mode. God, Mind Fang's so cool. She looks so cool. Her silhouette. All of their ancestors' designs look so cool. Oof. Who's that at the end? That was... Virgo. Who's Virgo again? Kanea. That was Kanea at the end. Okay, we're gonna watch this one more time. Big showdown. Ooh. They are so cool. We got lots of parallels going on, and oh god, no, I said it before, but all the ancestors' designs hit so hard. They're so cool. R.I.P. little plushie. Okay, Kanea's body, there's a glow coming from her. Well, that may have just been video editing. But we got a showdown coming. We got a showdown coming. Oh. Hi. Hi. I know. I know you want to go outside. You always want to go outside. But you can't. You can't. No. Okay. Does she live? Somehow? Somehow? Kanea? Pat, 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 pat. Oh, who's this? Honk! Yeah, Kanea! Kick him in the balls! He deserves it. Holy shit, dude. Oh, man. Honk! Her head's glowing. All of her is glowing. Yeah, you get him. You get him. And Nepeta's helmet is freed. It's freed. Vriska's dumbfounded. Oh, yeah, and they're freed. They're freed. The items he stole from his victims have been freed. Rest in peace, guys. Oh, but Vriska's expression here. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. clock. Yeah. Oh wait, Vriska too. They're all the three of them are the ones who have killed people. So all three of them are getting knocked down by Kanea. Oh, honestly, this is a long time coming, Vriska. Dumb face. Oh. What you gonna do to Eridan? Oh, break his dumb little wand. Yes, break it. Yes, break his dumb little wand. Oh, yes, chainsaw. Debunk. Oh, where'd you get a chainsaw? Kill him! Holy yes! Justice for Pfeffery! Justice for Pfeffery! Oh my god! Oh, clean in half. Oh, clean in half. Beautifully done, Kanea. I salute you. Our queen is avenged. Our queen is avenged. Dead. Shades. Yeah. Oh, justice for Pfeffery. Shades descend. Ooh. Are they gonna fall on Equius? Is Equius alive? Oh, they're falling. Yes! Descend! Yes! Yes! She's the boss now. Yes! Ooh. Oh, Kanea. Oh, zapped into tiny form. Enter her lipstick. It's now smeared with this purple blood. Oh, yeah. Oh, she looks so cool. God, she looks so cool. Oh, man. What is that? What is... What? I can't tell what that is. Just big hearts! Big hearts! How... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is 8. Oh, she's in love. She's in love. Oh, yes. Yes. I totally understand. After seeing that, I'm a little bit in love with Kanea myself. Oh. Oh. Big applause to Kanea. Oh. Who has dealt justice for our queen. Be Jack Noir. I don't want to go be Jack Noir. He sucks. I want to live on this high a little bit longer. But we gotta. You are now Jack Noir. You have just murdered an innocent family. What will you do? No. The dad and the mom. No. No. John didn't get to see his dad. Are they gonna have to meet in the death bubbles? Are they gonna have to meet in the death bubbles then? No. Oh, hold on. Kitties are being... Shoot, no. Away with you, small demon. Away with you. Okay. Accessorize immediately? It is a cool hat. It is a cool hat. You begin claiming trophies to celebrate your magnificent triumph over the defenseless, loving couple. The man's hat suits you perfectly. It is plain and serviceable. Yes, that looks so good. The only way the look could possibly be improved is if it was blacker or bloodier. Oh, but I did not see that coming. Him killing... Oh, God. I knew he had found them, but I had thought, like, oh, we were gonna get a showdown between them. Oh, or something. No, I didn't expect to just straight up slaughter them. Take a prize from the lady. This beautiful scarf will look quite dramatic as you soar through the air. Scouring the surface for new victims, it is finely crafted and the fabric is wonderfully soft. Your powerful nose detects perfume. The odor is pleasant. Wait, this pipe is great too. It makes you look dignified and thoughtful. Yes, this will be your trophy as well. By taking souvenirs from his victims, Jack Noir is also signaling to any of their family members that he's killed them. And so they know exactly who to point their vengeance towards. Jack, trophy binge. What the heck is he doing? Yes, yes, all of the glorious trophies will belong to you. There is no possession of the fallen so trivial that it would not make a splendid adornment to your intimidating visage. Wait, no, this is in fact so very, very stupid. No, not the hat. The hat at least was cool. This is no way for a killer of your elite profile to dress. Your rise to omnipotence has had a regrettable influence on your vanity, it seems. Have you forgotten the original grievance with frivolous attire that got you here? That's it. No more trophies. You are swearing off trophies forever. Probably. Probably. You can burn that thing. You can burn it. Okay, you will keep one trophy, but only one. No, go for the hat. Go for the hat. Burn that thing. But only one. You can never stay mad at Cal. He is a true friend, the only one you have ever known. Sure. God, you're so bored. Jack, sniff out new prey. Oh no, no, no. No, don't go after Jack. John. Jeez. It used to be that when you were bored with paperwork, you would go distract yourself by sharpening one of your favorite knives, or give your most disapproving scowl through a fenestrated wall to survey the kingdom. But those were simpler times. There is only one cure for boredom befitting a demigod, and that is more senseless killing. Is it? You consult your proud long snout for assistance with the hunt. You pick up the maddening scent of one of the young graveyard sufferers. You are sure it is the same one you slaughtered earlier, and yet his stench remains, confounding you from every direction. It is as if the breeze, which carries it deliberately, seeks to obfuscate the odor's origin. Your thoughts become more murderous with each blustery taunt. Yes! Don doesn't even realize how cool he is now. Jack, succumb to unfathomable. Okay, well, maybe this isn't so cool. Maybe this isn't so cool. It's kind of cool that it's obfuscating where he actually is, but not so cool that it's pushing him towards unfathomable bloodlust. You are consumed by murderous thoughts, and you prepare to embark on a killing spree to end all. Oh, for fuck's sake! You start thinking about dog things again. Why do bones have to be so delicious and enticing? That's what you get for merging with a dog. Suppress thoughts of unfathomable sausages. Just a little puppy. Oh, I love that by being merged with, like, by being part Beck, all of a sudden it has lots of fond thoughts of young Jade. Beautiful. He's just a puppy. He's just a little puppy. You successfully suppress all thoughts of delicious little wrapped wieners and infuriating things like mail and its agents of delivery. But in the process, you awaken your deepest and darkest feelings of all. Feelings of loyalty? How completely despicable. But no, that's not quite all there is. Could it also be love? It must be. It is the only emotion that could possibly make you feel so utterly disgusted with yourself. Aw, she looks so sweet sleeping there. And it is surely why you couldn't go through with it. Oh. You could not do it. You could not kill the girl. Ooh. Beck, you are the best dog. Beck's love for Jade is so strong that it caused a senseless killer to hesitate in killing Jade. Beck, you are absolutely the bestest of dogs. Bestest of friends. Jack, contact Dee Dee. You get the draconian dignitary on the line. He asks what the hell you've been up to. You say it doesn't matter. You have a point of serious business to discuss with him. He makes sure you're remembering to keep the destructive impulses to a minimum. No more planet exploding or anything like that. You say, yeah. He says, no point in securing power when there's nothing left to rule. You say, you know, God. It's not the point. Lousy, stupid dignitary. I'll keeping your murderous tendencies in check. He's the most terrible guy you almost kind of didn't despise entirely. Dee Dee, listen to SS? You attempt to humor the Sovereign Slayer's demands diplomatically. There's a narrow line to walk between obeying the orders of a clear superior and blindly facilitating a perfectly useless genocide. It takes a very savvy breed of psychopath to pull it off. The Slayer is yapping about some girl. Probably one of the young players who can no longer provide any serious threat to your rule, but he wants you to go kill her anyway. You ask why he doesn't go kill her himself. He says it's complicated. How's it that complicated? The doggy part of you is so in love with her that you can't do it yourself. Ha ha. Says it's complicated. This guy, you swear. You tell him you're busy with things that actually matter, like running this kingdom on his behalf and all, levying taxes, oppressing consorts, all the unpleasant chores he would never dirty his snout with. He says this is more important than any of that stuff. You say, fine, just send the droll after her. There's a moment of radio silence. He says, you mean the courtyard droll? He wants to be sure this is the same droll you're talking about. You say, yeah, what's the problem? He says, you mean the very same droll who couldn't manage the one simple task assigned to him, to steal the White Queen's ring from the very same adoring, wonderful girl and master and friend in question? Wait, he says he just means girl. Just girl. You didn't hear any of that. You don't say anything. He says, fine, you win. Sick the stupid droll on her. What does he care? Contact CD. You hit up the droll. The Slayer was right. This guy's clearly incompetent. Still, the only real objective here is to get him to stop breathing down your neck with his awful dog breath. Looks like the droll's on the battlefield. He says he's still looking for the Queen's ring. He says he made a new friend to help him with the search, but it is terribly breezy on this planet, and his new friend keeps blowing around, making the search more difficult. He says thank goodness he is not wearing one of his finer hats. It would be just dreadful trying to keep it on his head in such weather. You say you don't care about any of that stuff, and tell him to shut up. CD, listen to Dee Dee. The dignitary is one of your superiors who makes you nervous. The list of superiors who make you nervous, in fact, includes all of your superiors. It's the new friend. It includes all of your inferiors as well. He tells you to forget the ring, you failed your mission, and you are never going to find it. There is a new mission. You say, oh? He says, yeah. And let go of the goddamn rabbit. You say, okay, but don't actually let it go. It has been quite a while since you've seen the good bunny. Pet. We're giving it a little pets. You say you will be happy to begin the new mission very soon, but first, there's this pretty blue tornado ahead you were meaning to investigate. Perhaps other locals it has attracted will know something about the ring. He says, for the love of God, will you forget about the tornado again? Will you forget about the tornado and the ring? You don't say anything and look longingly at the tornado again. He says, fine, if you really must examine a meaningless and extraordinarily dangerous exhibit of meteorological phenomena, then go ahead. But be ready to embark on the mission not a moment later. Say, all right, and wonder what you should do to prepare. He asks if you have a good winter hat. You nearly drop the radio in excitement. Jack, wait. There. Now that those wheels are in motion, you guess you can put your mind at ease for a while. You find nothing quite so troubling as the intrusion of a positive emotion. You are momentarily afforded the peace of mind to resume a dull, quiet life of semi-restrained murder. Maybe you will wait here and see if the boy shows up. It's reasonable to assume he will seek these adults. Certainly easier to let him come to you than follow an untraceable scent. Or maybe you will take a look inside this castle. Perhaps there are survivors here fit for the offering. You guess they could serve some amusement. You wonder if it will always be like this. What sort of future does a new god have to look forward to? Will this malaise follow you for eternity? Will you be perpetually tempted to destroy everything you see, knowing that in just a few moments of recklessness you will be left with nothing else to destroy forever? What will eternity feel like when a single moment of boredom feels like an eternity unto itself? You wish you could consult the clouds for answers, but they never show you anything. The reckoning can't wipe this place out soon enough. Be future Jack Noir. Okay. Oh, yes, yes. When Aradia traps him in her time bubble. You are now future Jack Noir. Presently, you are trapped in a single moment which increasingly feels like an eternity. Your boredom is surpassed only by your all-consuming rage and contempt for existence itself. Hours ago, you entered an unfamiliar session. You killed 1,000 robotic assailants. You destroyed 12 planets with ease, methodically and cyclically, like a single stained hand of a defective clock smearing each number it passes. You reduced Prospect and Dursey to dust and murdered a whole bunch of alien kids in yellow and purple pajamas. Your warpath of absolute devastation had only begun to be blazed. There were still miles and bloody miles to send forth, but when the dust of Dursey settled, this infuriating fairy appeared out of thin air and froze you in time. But she can't keep you like this forever, and when she finally lets you go, you will be ready. What will you do? Aside from nothing, that is. Wait. You attempt to be patient. You fail miserably. Yeah. Be Aradia. You are now the Maid of Time, recently resurrected from the crypt of Dursey. Your name is Aradia Megiddo, and for the first time in your life, you feel truly alive. You have just incapacitated Jack Noir with a spell, but a demon so powerful requires your full concentration to subdue. He will break free any moment. You may release him and die now, or you may continue to hold him and die later. What will you do? Aside from die, that is. Of course! Of course, dying is what she does best, after all. Release him. Oof. What just happened there? She dodged, vanished, what? Yeah, I'm confused too, Jack. Oh, the green star? You're done with dying. Oh, the big thing that Rose was looking for, the incredibly dangerous suicide mission she wanted? Yeah, the green sun, the source of power. Slow down. If you slow down the GIF, you can see that she went through him. Is there a way to slow it down? I don't think there is. No. Yeah, you can't hear. She goes through him. As far as high-tech equipment that I don't have. You're done with dying. Oh god, but this looks so freaking cool, doesn't it? So cool. Oh, I love this. I love this. And through him seems to have led here. The source of his power. Ooh. God, I love this. I love this art. God, she looks so cool. Soon, friends will arrive. They will need your help. Off she goes towards a memory bubble. Whose memory is this? Is it hers? Oh, it appears to be yours. At least that's how it begins. Enter bubble. Oh, when he killed all the Aradia bots. Wait a minute. Oh, that damn puppet again. Cal, this is not specifically your memory. It's hers. Whoa, what just happened there? She got teleported? In front of the meteor, got blasted through the portal, down there. Oh, it's a little Is this the little Aradia? She used her time-traveling music boxes. It's up there. Aradia when she was alive and happy. Oh, man. Oh. Going to check it out. Cracking her whip down. Sweeping down. Whoa, and there's one of the frog temples there. We've seen them a few times, but it never explicitly explained that's how she time travels. She has, the time traveling music box? Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's my reaction to him too. Similar to Dave's timetables. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my reaction to Cal too. Oh, a wallet. That's how the laptop got there. Nice. And she got a hat. Oh, she's so happy watching her memory self's hat, discovering the hat and being so happy. She's so happy at her own happiness. I love that. A radio report discovery. Solux. Hey, what's up, eh? You will never guess what I just found. Won't I? I doubt it. Was it the matching rune site? Yes. How did you know? I don't know, just a weird feeling. I feel like we've had this conversation before, and that's what it was about. Yeah, me too. What do you think it means? Probably nothing, but now not only does it feel like we've had this conversation before, but it's going differently this time. So it's extra weird. Maybe your voices are involved? I don't know, maybe. Maybe yours are too? I don't hear a goddamn thing, do you? Wait, yes! She's very quiet though, I can't tell what she's saying. Oh well. Why don't we pretend there is no spooky paranormal phenomena going on just once, and talk about what you wanted to talk about. Good idea. Okay, do you remember what we talked about regarding Kanea's runes? Sorta. I asked you for help in understanding the glyphs, I guess. Are you just being difficult, or do you really not remember? I guess I don't find the whole mystery of the runes as exciting as you, okay? Well, obviously, but I really appreciate your help anyways. Sure. How can I help then? Well, you said that you need another set of glyphs to make sense of them. You speculated that there might be another set of runes. You even guessed they would be blue. It turns out you were right. Don't you think that's pretty cool? Oh, yeah, I'm awesome about that for sure, but I can't shake the feeling that these runes are going to be nothing but trouble for us. But you say that about everything. That's because it's fucking true about everything. No, it's not. I did find some other neat things down here too, which are strange, but quite harmless and not foreboding in the least. Like what? Like this amazing hat. It is an authentic archaeologist's hat. It's so hard to find them in this style. There are no hornholes, but I love it anyway. It's great. Pretty sweet, eh? Hey, didn't you also find some bits and pieces of your bizarre robot doppelganger? I wasn't going to tell you about that. Damn it, how'd you know? I don't know, I just remembered some more shit about this discovery. God, sorry. This is stupid. Yeah, well, I guess this is the kind of shit you have to deal with when two psychics talk to each other about stuff. Maybe. Why don't we pick this up again later when we're not feeling so weird? Well, okay. Apocalypse Arisen began trolling both of them. Ahem. Sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to give you both a chance to remember, but it doesn't look like this is going anywhere. What the fuck? Wow, what? Ooh. Is it coming back yet? Is what coming back? Who are you? Whoa, hold on. Why am I talking like you suddenly? This is a memory. In a dream bubble. That's right. Oh, that doesn't really answer my question, but okay. You changed your voice because you remembered like I did. Remembered what? That I died. This is my memory and also hers. But I went on to become the robot whose remains are in this crater, where she did not. I don't actually know her story or how she got here, but for me, this was the end of the road. This is the afterlife. Well, shit. So then I guess I'm dead too? Nope. Yeah, the dream bubbles. Just what we needed. Another level of time travel memory fuckery going on. You are just asleep. You're also blind. Holy shit, I can't see. Yes, that's what being blind means. Wow, awesome. Way to be awesomely sympathetic to my terrible new problem, eh? Solix, will you shut up and stop being so tragic for once? You knew this was going to happen. Your prophecies of personal doom were practically all you ever talked about. I think you were looking forward to this, honestly. She's right. I can't believe this. It's almost as if I'm getting double teamed. Damn, that doesn't feel right at all. I think I might have to retire the whole bifurcation gimmick, puns and all. Actually, that is kind of a relief. Maybe you're right. I'm feeling better about this already. Great. You should be able to relax now that you've been released from the curse of your vision twofold, just like you said you'd be. You are now merely doomed. Yeah, even his custom emoji lost its colors. Poor Solux, he's going through it. Oh, that's awesome. Being doomed isn't that bad. I spent most of my life that way, remember? At least you have the luxury of understanding, and the best part about being doomed is you only have to put up with it until you die. That's the spirit. Actually, I guess I don't have to keep talking like I'm doomed anymore, do I? Nope. This is so weird. What am I even listening to here? Ugh, fuck, I cannot believe I just made that face. God damn it. Oh yeah, also, why the fuck are my teeth missing? I don't know. Okay, well, great. Glad we got to the fucking bottom of that mystery. Mystery, 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 mystery. Man, I can't even lisp anymore if I try. Please don't laugh. I can tell you're both enjoying this. I can smell it using my new blind guy nose powers. Really? No, not really. I was joking. I mean, not yet. Maybe I'll ask, Tez about it when I wake up, though. Hey, what was that noise? What noise? I think someone else is here. Oh, it's Jade! Jade? What the fuck? Who's Jade? She's one of the humans we met after you died. Okay, I guess I'm out of the loop on chronology for once. That's fine, you'll catch up. Hey, guys! I hope I'm not interrupting! He's the Mage of Doom, shouldn't be that shocked. Yeah, dude. Oh, God, I feel bad for him. I feel so bad for him. All his friends are dead. Of course, I feel bad for all the people who died, too. Everyone's going through it right now. Everyone's having a bad time. Except arguably maybe John, who is enjoying his epic wind powers right now, I think. Oh, hi, Jade. You look cool. Yeah, even John died. Actually, I think this is a good time for a 5-minute break. Take the chance to stretch, get some water, get a snack, look out the window for some sunlight, do what you need to do, and I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. Hope everyone had a great break. And with that, let's get back to the Dead and Dreaming gang. Let's see. Dead and resurrected. Gravely wounded and dreaming. And Jade is just dreaming, I think. Yeah, the Dreamers and the Dead. Sounds like a band name, honestly. Okay, where do we leave off? Guys, I hope I'm not interrupting. Okay, that's where we left off. Well, yeah, you kind of were. Sort of a reunion of close departed friends going on here, but no big deal, I guess. Oh no, I can leave. No, don't. So let's try to be polite. There's no reason at all for you to feel hostile toward them anymore. Jade is very nice, and she did nothing wrong. None of them did. So when you wake up, maybe you should try to reconcile with them, or at the very least, just say hello. Did you? Did I what? Be nice to them or whatever before you exploded? Well, no, but I should have. I guess with you before I did with you before I left, didn't I? I guess so. This is awkward. Shush you. What actually happened after I died? It sounds complicated. It is. I'll get you up to speed, I promise. But guys, come on, let's not scare away our guest. Okay, I'll shut up. I think One-Aradia is saying things. I think one. Okay, I've made sense of the sentence now. I think One-Aradia saying things is more than enough, probably. You can say that again. But, I mean, don't say it again literally, because that's kind of the whole point and would completely contradict— Oh my god, shut up. It's okay, I can take another nap later when you guys aren't busy. No, Jade, it's okay. Please stay. I'm curious about why you're here. Well, I've just been enjoying these little naps more and more lately. Each time I go to sleep, I meet more new people and learn so much, but I still can't get Carcat to take a nap. Boy, talk about a guy who's anti-nap. Yeah, what a douche. Seriously, he's the douchiest of crabby crabs who ever douched a big douchey crab. Lol. But yeah, it's been fun. I should really thank Pfeffery again for setting it up so we could meet like this. Wait, F is here? Yep. Oh god, why didn't that occur to me? Where is she? Probably in another bubble, but you'll find her, maybe during your next nap. Oh shit, why can't I just go glub around out there in the ring and find her now? I mean, aside from the fact that I'm blind and completely useless, navigating between bubbles is difficult here. It's better to drift between them naturally as they intersect, not spatially, but through common points in memory. To navigate the furthest ring, you need to have mastered the flow of time. That's why I'm here. I'm alive again, so I may assist the dead in this way. Huh. Jade, tell me, have you seen me here before? I mean, me, dressed like I am now, wearing my godhood. Yeah, you were really nice and helpful. Wait, what? You're wearing a godhood? Why did you tell me that? What gives? Or that you came back to life? That's clever. Godhood, and they're literally wearing hoods. I like that. It's literally a physical hood that they wear. I love that. I'm wearing a hood and have butterfly wings. What else would you like to know? Man, being blind is dumb. Can I, grope you or something to get up to date on your appearance? Would that be weird? Yes, Solux, that would probably be pretty weird. I think your outfit looks so cute. I love your wings, too. Thank you. Your outfit is quite spiffy, too. I like that skirt a lot, especially. Is that a skirt? I'm not sure. Rolling my eyes is what I would be doing if that were possible. Shush. Hey, come on. You're making a point. Yes, okay. You see, these encounters you had with me before have not happened for me yet, because I've only just arrived. Time follows strange paths here, as does space. If you travel a great enough distance, you may discover you are also traveling either backwards or forwards in time as well. Just as if you stay in one place for too long, the geometry of space surrounding you will become unreliable. You may swat the air to your left and discover you have just slapped yourself. The only way to make sense of it is to understand either property very well. And since I am new here, I have some learning to do just like everyone else, but I do know one thing. What? I knew that the first bubble I would enter would be an important one for us to visit. What's so important about it? Hang on. we're moving on to a new memory. Hold that thought. Okay, here we go. Whoa. It is important because it will help us begin to understand why we're all here. What do you mean by we're all here? You mean in the afterlife? That's easy, because she's asleep, she's dead, you're alive, and I'm blind. Couldn't be simpler. No, not why we're in this bubble now, but why we all exist in the first place, and why we all went on this adventure together. Yeah. Yeah, like, why was sperm created in the first place? Why was this all put together? How did the loops even start? Because it is a loop. Like, they have to be in the game to create the time goop clones that become them. To, you know, enter the game. It's a big loop. Like, and what's the point of all of it? What's the purpose of it? Oh, that. There is much to understand, and I believe it all begins with one sequence of events. Watching will help those who've passed to understand the purpose of their sacrifice, and those still living to understand what must be done to complete the journey still ahead. We will let the memories lead the way. Are you guys ready? As ready as we'll ever be. Here we go. I'm ready. Okay, let's allow the next memory to take shape. I believe it's Kanea's. I will reprise my role in a conversation I had with her shortly after I discovered the runes. Everybody hide and try not to spoil it for her until she remembers. Okay. Hi, Kanea. Is she dead or not? Because she was dead, but then she came back all glowy and kicked Gamzee in the nuts. Quite rightfully. Look, she's just hiding, peeking behind the, they're hiding very sneakily. Yep, sure. Literally just out of her sight. He's just behind a pot of flowers. Can he even tell if he's hiding correctly? Hey, Kanea, there is something I want to give you. Oh, really? Yes, it's something very odd I found when I discovered the runes the other night. I don't know what its archaeological significance is yet, but I suspect you will be able to repair it. This is a dream, isn't it? Wow. I mean, wow. You figured that out really fast. It seems obvious. Either I'm sleeping or I'm dead. Which is it? Oh, I'm sure you're alive. You're unconscious now and will likely wake up as your new self very soon. My new self? Yes, you are undergoing a metamorphosis which you have been groomed for since you were very young. Much like I was for my various personal iterations, including this one. You mean being a ghost and then a frog and then a robot and then a fairy? Yes. But it sure sounds silly when you list them all like that. Kind of. What do you mean, we've been groomed? Well, that is what we're about to find out. If you will oblige us by continuing with this memory. Okay, what do I do? Why don't we go through this conversation again to the best of our recollection? But I guess rather than acting it out, we could just talk about it the old-fashioned way. What was what we were attempting before not old-fashioned? Oh, was what we were attempting before not old-fashioned? I have an idea. It seems to me the nature of the afterlife is probably very old-fashioned. Maybe even the most old-fashioned a thing can get. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Yes, then this was when you were about to give me that unusual gift from the runes. Yes, I then had Solux deliver the pieces to you so you could stitch it back up. Solux, that's your cue! Come out and play the part! So we don't have to hide anymore? No, of course not. Obviously the jig is up. Everyone can come out now. Yay! Oh, look, she's glowing now again. So, like, okay, so I'm supposed to act out what I did before. Oh, God. Hi, Cal. Ugh. When I brought her these shitty doll parts, is that what's going on here? Yeah, I'm not sure, Aradia. Are we supposed to be... I'm still not sure. Aradia, are we supposed to be role-playing? No, guys, come on. This isn't that complicated. We're just revisiting the past just like we would if we were talking about it. But it just so happens we can watch it happen as we talk about it. And as a matter of fact, this story does involve a role-playing game, but not in that way. This is kind of stupid. You're stupid and you sound stupid. Hoping this I both what? Why the fuck is by both Thoth of what? All thief suddenly. Okay. Why the hopey this I do sound stupid. Hope happy this like hopey. Okay, I can understand what this part is saying. Oh, holy shit, I do sound stupid. Okay, that makes more sense. Why the fuck is my mouth full of all these teeth suddenly? I don't know, but you may be waking up soon. Oh, okay, great. So I won't miss the rest of the cool story, okay? Maybe not if we hurry this along. Wait, before we do. Hi Kanea, it's nice to meet you. Hi Jade. What's that thing you're wearing? You don't like it? No, I didn't mean it to sound disapproving, but I do think more colorful apparel suits you better. Yes, I know, you told me. I did? Yes, but you probably haven't yet. Not from your perspective. I couldn't help but overhear you're all asleep now. You told me all about what happened after you woke up. About what? About how you turned into a vampire. What's a vampire? This is ridiculous. Solux is right. I mean, Solux. Kanea, can you tell us what happened next? Oh god. He got all spazzed up. He's all dressed up. In his fancy green suit. There isn't much to say. I repaired the doll and made him a nice outfit with a far more becoming palette and fit than the absurd tatters he was found in. I thought, at least. Yes. Should there be anything else to the story? Not really. Isn't that Dave's puppet? Yes. Oh, shit. I guess I'm out of here. Bye, Solux. See you later, everybody. Bye! Anyway, that's all I can remember. I quickly began to find the doll unnerving, so I put him away. To my knowledge, he has remained secure in my block ever since. Is he relevant in some way? Guys, why do you have Dave's puppet? What is going on here? Yes, Aradia, it seems you have some foreknowledge of this narrative. Maybe you can tell us why any of this is important? This is only a piece of the story. The other pieces will fall into place with successive memories and it will all become clear. But yes, alright, I will eliminate some suspense and try to serve as a better guide on this tour through the catacombs of our collective subconscious. The separate tunnels we once traveled in the dark as individuals, we now retrace together with a torch. On the walls, we illuminate the runes which describe a convoluted origin story, an origin we participated in. We were spurred to these actions by that which was being originated and incited to acts of revenge as we were turned against each other. Oh, hello. I don't remember this. I mean, I remember getting jumped off the cliff by my legs, but not the thing I'm doing now. Wait, when did he get here? Was he here the whole time? Wait, there he is. He's right there. When did he join? Yeah, he wasn't here. But he just randomly appeared. I mean, I remember getting jumped off the cliff by my legs, but not the thing I'm doing now. No, our manipulator disguised his tracks well. Do I have to lie on the floor like this? Is that important? No, Tavros, you can get up. Also, can we, or at least I, be not in this memory because it's one that's not as great as most. We will leave it soon, but you were doing something very important here. What was I doing? Writing a part of the code. A part of the code for Spurb? Oh, whoa. What is this? What? Pippa Pan. TT1CKC1C1TT. Whoa. This is kind of crazy. An incomplete fragment consisting of 4 symbols comprising the first word of a binary refrain. A pair of sounds emerging from the belly of a fabled tyrant's menace. But you authored only one sound of the pair. Huh. I'm guessing this is the other, and I would write the other. Oh, hello. Oh, tick and talk. Tick-tock. Huh. Is what it seems like to me. In the soot of my ruined hive, I scrawled my part of the code, completing the phrase of legend. The persisting sound said to accompany the ultimate demise of the tyrant less an arm and an eye. Of the tyrant less an arm and an eye. But even these 8 characters, the scrollings of charge, were still but half the code. I'm guessing there's the meow code, that Rose has. Oh wait, there's, break. Tyrantless, an arm and an eye. A tyrantless, an arm and an eye. Oh, Vriska. Cause she lost. Yeah. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Break. There was another half by Scourge in 2 parts. 1 part, 3 symbols. Who else is less an arm and an eye? Oh god. Let's see, other than Vriska? Who else has a robot arm? We're missing an arm. Yeah, Terezi is missing 2 eyes, and now so is Solux. So they're both missing eyes. Interesting. Something to think about. Heads. Break heads. Tick-tock break heads. And the other, 5. Why the scale was tipped in this way between sisters, I cannot say. Quite a few characters throughout history. It's a common trope. It is, yeah. Especially for pirate characters, which, Vriska's ancestor is. They all have flarp. Each fragment would be transcribed in our rulebooks, sealing the collaboration between Rustbloods and Bluebloods, completing the code for our session's architect. Not exactly. There was another fragment. Oh? Yes, an additional 8 symbols from a wild card source, I suppose. Honk! It came from a timeline not meant to happen. The one I came from to ensure it wouldn't, thus sealing my fate. Ooh. And then there's the meow code that Rose has to come up at some point here, right? Okay, what happened here? Okay, so there. Okay. Whoa. I believe the fragment was gibberish from a lunatic. After completing his rampage through our session, since it was not part of the scripted chronology, I was oblivious until it was too late to stop it. Not that it would matter if I did, the timeline had already gone astray. I pieced together what had happened by sleuthing the various scenes. Ooh. Well. R.I.P. Terezi and Carcat, it seems. Oh, man. Oh, and, Terezi's, or Kanea's was left as well. Oh, who left there? Okay, Jade and Vriska. And discovered the text which the code was recorded in. I decided to return to the Alpha timeline with the text as evidence for his madness, I guess. In the Alpha timeline, this text was destroyed, an explosion caused by a computer virus. This explosion did not take place in my timeline. I identified this event as the difference prompting the offshoot, and returned to our planet via the reckoning just as I did at the end of my life. Though, that time deliberately, to influence events quietly to make sure it happened, and later joined the rest of our doomed selves to help defeat the king. The others surely had similar responsibilities along the way. Tick-tock. A pair of sounds emerging from the belly of a fabled tyrant's menace, from the crocodile in Peter Pan. The persisting sound said to accompany the ultimate demise. The tyrant listened. Oh, Captain Hook. Yeah. I was thinking characters in Homestuck. I wasn't thinking like, oh, like specifically like, oh, other characters. Well, but yeah. The persisting sound said to accompany the ultimate demise of the tyrant less an arm and an eye. Could be applied to Homestuck, yeah. We'll have to see. Yeah, they surely had similar responsibilities along the way. Honk, 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 honk. As for the book, I lost track of it shortly after I arrived. Yes, we all lost track of our books. Oh no. They were gathered surreptitiously by agents assigned to the task. Fittingly written in an Ath book. Yes, perfect. Oh dear. Yeah, very, very fitting. Okay, so locked onto the cue ball there and Cal. And in the Veil, their codes were merged with the ghost imprints of other mysterious artifacts. So the code was put with Cal, the cue ball, what else? Oh god, no, they merged? Our first guardian was brought to life on the seed to pass through Skya's final gate of defense, the first to find Alternia. Scratch. So Scratch is the combination of Cal and the cue ball? No. That's crazy. You once again tried to be Doc Scratch. Holy shit, that's crazy. And fail spectacularly. You can't be him no matter how hard you try, it is impossible. In fact, I think it would be for the best if I commandeered the narrative completely for a while. I trust you won't mind if I speak in white. It's not actually negotiable, but as a courtesy, I will enclose my words between a pair of visually audible brackets. I'm doing this because I can. On the because it looks like his head. I am doing it because I am expecting a guest to arrive shortly. This should enable me to show the man the sort of hospitality he deserves, while doing the same for you. My apartment doesn't have a doorbell. Why would an omniscient fellow need to be alerted to the presence of a visitor? I know he will be right on time, which is to say, early, and if I did have a doorbell, you would have just witnessed its ring. He is already here. It looks like white to me. Are you on white mode? On bright mode? I'm on dark mode, and that showed up as white to me. Oh, on the chat thing on stream, because it's on white mode. That it shows up black there. Okay. Dark mode works in mysterious ways. Yes, indeed. The ways of dark mode are mysterious indeed. Why would an omniscient fellow need to be alerted to the presence of a visitor? I know he will be right on time, which is to say, early. And if I did have a doorbell, you would have just witnessed it ring. He is already here. Okay, where is he? Already here? My door is not fitted with a peephole either. Those without eyes or without limits to their knowledge have no need for peeping, and I am without either. I have never once peeped at or through something, and I doubt I ever will. Apertures built into physical surfaces to reveal what's hidden behind them are for those with particular handicaps. Oh, you got an audition? Good luck. Good luck. I hope you do well. Yeah, I hope it goes really well for you. See you later. Yeah. They are for those lacking advanced vision to render the opaque permeable to light, or those lacking advanced knowledge to render the concealed information irrelevant, or both. They are for people who I call suckers. I know the identity of anyone who stands behind this door, even in those cases where I have not extended an invitation to the visitor personally. Pardon me while I let Jack inside. How did Jack find you? Huh? How did Jack find you? Oh, hello. A different Jack with who doesn't have an arm or an eye. Oh man, oh man. Interesting. Very interesting. Did you not believe it would be Jack? Is he from, it has been a long time. Is he from the I'm blanking on what they're called. Oh, the Midnight Crew. From those comics that we had in the interlude a while back. Is he from there? Yeah, okay. So it's a different version of Jack. Did you not believe it would be Jack? Who else would it be? Someone who would have suspected anyone else as a person I would also describe as a sucker. Ha ha hee hee hoo hoo. Hello, Slick. Won't you please clock? Oh, he's not taking any shit. Oh, for heaven's sake. Bonk, 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 bonk. Jack, stop it. Jack, Slick, which would you prefer I call you? It's one of the strange points of uncertainty which surrounds you. Maybe it is that you don't particularly care. Your flair is for the plain and serviceable, isn't it? Not much of your vanity is tied up in your name, I'd guess. Not going to tell me? Fine, I won't tell you my name either. Well, I might. If you would just show some manners and stop hitting me with that ridiculous horse hitcher. I won't crack no matter how senseless the drumming, if only it were that simple. You're not going to stop, are you? It'll be very difficult to discuss our points of mutual interest like this. I was prepared to go about it in a civilized way, even though I knew very well I would spend the first several minutes of our meeting sitting on the floor while being flogged. I've even prepared a bowl of candy for you, which I know you'll enjoy. Courtesy is important, Jack. Do you have anything at all to say? Any form of communication you care to attempt beyond the sound iron makes against my head repeatedly? No, of course not. What's that? Oh, I see. You think you already know my name. You do not know my real name, Jack, just as none of your adversaries on this planet know yours. You only know my nickname. It's a good nickname, too, befitting of the passive gunslinger charged with initiating the break. I am my master's weapon, his soldier in a war of one bullet fired. But when that bullet clears the barrel, it won't be my finger on the trigger. I'm a facilitator, not an assassin. Interesting. Interesting. So he's a weapon. So he has a master. Is his master Jack, the demon who's like said to bring out the end of the world? Is that who his master is? Here. Jack, why don't you go help yourself to some candy over there on the table? There's something I need to take care of before we continue. I won't be long. Oh, is that like black licorice? Yes, good. Place it yourself with the Scotty Dogs, Slick. My supply is bottomless. I'm an excellent host. Scotty Dogs, is that a type of candy I'm unfamiliar with? Just gonna go look up Scotty Dogs candy. Yeah, excellent host. Okay. This page is taking forever to load. Oh, they are just like little bits of licorice in the shape of dogs. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yes, good. I want to be like, yes, good. Take the candy. Place it yourself with the Scotty Dog, Slick. My supply is bottomless. I am an excellent host. When I am finished with this minor interruption, we will resume our gentlemanly negotiation. I will proceed to beat you severely until you agree to do what I ask. You won't take it personally. Dump. Just puts all the candy in his hat. Now please excuse me. I have to talk to a teenage girl from another universe. Is it Rose? You teenage girl from another universe. Yes! We're finally back with Rose. You cannot be a teenage girl from another universe because you are too busy being a teenage girl from this universe. You are busy being Rose Lalonde, completely preoccupied with it, in fact. So preoccupied, you have been neglecting messages from some of your friends who are trying to contact you, but you have a lot of important stuff to do. You'll get back to them later. I think it's kind of important that maybe you talk to them, Rose. Pester informant. It's quite warm here on Lohak. I think I've been patient enough. When will I receive further instruction? Now. So, I could have contacted you at any time? No, only now. I came away with the impression from our last conversation that our next would take place on your invitation. I was being polite by waiting. Your inevitable impatience caused you to contact me again. Inevitability is my invitation. That's pretty smug. I am right to be smug. I am omniscient, extremely powerful, and very charming. Well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Can you... can you use your limitless intelligence to figure out which ones I mean? That was clever. If I plead ignorance to the fact that you are denying my charisma, it invalidates my claim of omniscience. But if I must adhere to my all-knowing status, it forces me to validate the unfortunate reality that you are feigning the opinion that my demeanor is unpalatable. Not that it matters, because I have all 3 qualities, and you know it. This is stupid. Can we get to the point? Yes, I was about to say, we should hurry this along. My visitor is beginning to set things on fire. Oh no. You have a visitor? Who? Some guy. I was joking anyways. I'm not in a hurry at all. You tell jokes? Yes. Ha ha. So, your visitor isn't setting anything on fire then? Oh, he most definitely is. Hee hee. I'm really not getting this joke. I was joking about being in a hurry. From my perspective, this conversation is taking place in less than 1 second. I type very quickly. Hoo-hoo. I thought you didn't lie. Aren't jokes essentially humorous lies? At least those like the ones you just attempted. Jokes are only temporary lies. If the falsehood is never exposed, there is no punchline. If the punchline is never delivered, the lie is sealed forever. Regardless of initial humorous intent, lies are not funny. Fair point. I think if you're going to risk tarnishing your record of honesty, you should probably get better material. My joke was objectively funny. Who would know better than I? Debatable. Okay, so you're saying an inaccurate statement doesn't count as a lie as long as you just say, just kidding later? Basically. What if it's much later? Is it still just a joke? No, that would be something closer to a prank. I don't play pranks very often. Are you allowed to lie about playing pranks? If I asked you if you were playing a prank on me, would you tell the truth? I am allowed to do whatever I want. I choose never to lie. I also choose to tell jokes now and then and to play pranks quite sparingly. But I can say that I have never played a prank on you, and no statement I have made to you thus far, or will make in this conversation will contain any trace of falsehood for the sake of setting up a joke or prank, with the exception of the joke I just made and another one I will make very soon. I'm starting to change my mind. Oh? Yes, I think your joke was funny in retrospect. Actually, your whole shtick is pretty good. I'm warming up to it. I knew it. Just to be clear, was the assurance you just made a prank or a joke? It was neither. It was the truth. Was it? Was that? Yes. The truth? Yes. Okay, were you serious about wanting to die? Yes. Why? I'll tell you later. Why? Because you asked. But why not now? Because that piece of information would not fit elegantly into the sequence of our exchange at this moment. Then you know how this entire conversation will go? Yes. Is that true of all conversations you have? Yes. Until briefly, I don't. Yes, until briefly, I don't. But the dark spots never last long. The truth disguises itself to me sometimes, which can be mildly frustrating, but it usually reveals itself quickly. Much as if a punchline was delivered. It's humorous dialogue I have with reality, and it's very amusing. Then why do you bother with the conversation? Obligation to predestination as usual? There is no obligation, it's a pleasure. It is? I've always had a soft spot for young ladies. That's a little creepy. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It kind of is. I've looked into the future and determined that we would continue in this manner pointlessly for quite some time, so I'm putting an end to it here. That doesn't make sense. Was that the other joke? Yes. Good one. Thank you. How young are the ladies you typically take a shining to, and does this mean you're attracted to me? Suddenly this conversation is kind of terrible. Yeah. Of course I'm not. Not in the way you mean. And anyway, you are applying standards of conduct frowned upon for your kind, which make no sense to apply to me. I'm an immortal entity with a large cue ball for a head, and no biological means of reproduction. Really? Really? Oh no, I just read her line again. Really? Also, if you were millions of years old, you would find that nearly every lady you encounter is quite young, relatively speaking. There should be no reason for you to feel uncomfortable with this interaction. Try to think of me as one of your kindly human uncle figures. In fact, if I were in your presence now, I would offer you candy to prove it. Oh my god. What? Can we talk about the scratch instead of this? Yes. Yeah, dude, that's not really any less creepy. Oh, man. You are situated near the gang construct supplied by your session for causing the scratch, yes? Are you actually asking? No, that was a fact and then a question mark. Ah, well, yes, I am. It's a large plateau shaped like a record. It's called the Beat Mesa. Huh. So the Beat Mesa, which I'm assuming has something to do with Dave, was supplied by the game and is responsible for causing the scratch. Huh. Oh, I get the scratch like a record scratch. Ugh. Took me way too long to get that. Is the game construct different in other sessions? Yes. It will always be an edifice of similarly cryptic design located on the planet that is home to the hero of time. Its environment dictates the nature of its construction. Its power is dangerous, and is meant to be utilized only in emergencies such as yours. You mean in sessions where victory is no longer possible? Yes. Due to creating an unstoppable adversary who triggers the reckoning prematurely, is that sort of emergency common? No, failure is common, but the composition of yours is quite atypical. Okay, then it's like a panic button for the players to push once they realize the cause is lost. Yes, but causing the scratch is not an easy task either. The construct must be destroyed in a very specific way to release its energy. The keeper of my ectobiological father began the process. It must be finished. Oh, the guardian of the night of time. Dave's bro? Yes. How do I finish it? You don't. Not you personally. And another will. Another will. You have something more important to attend to, remember? Oh, right. The green sun. Yes. I'd planned to take care of that later once John had retrieved the tumor. Tumor. Whatever. Your plan will have to change. You aren't ready to cause the scratch yet. Like I said, it's difficult. What about the one who does have it? What does the one who does have it okay. What will the one who does have it what will the one who does it have to do? I should let them know. He will have to scratch the surface of the plateau across its full diameter. I see, this terminology can be very literal sometimes. You will require a certain needle to create a breach in the surface that will be adequate. I have needles. Your needles won't suffice. Then where do I get ones that will? Again, you won't. This task is out of your hands. The needles must be acquired from the denizens of the Witch of Space. Her quills are very large and potent. They will be able to cause the scratch. This really seems more elaborate than you led me to believe. I didn't lead you to believe anything. I told you to find the construct and await advisement on the scratch. The plans you were making were based on assumptions and fabrications of your own imagination. You were writing more stories, much like those about your false magical men. I wish what I'd written in my private journals could be confined to your dark spots. Why don't I find your stories entertaining? You're being creepy again. No, I'm not. Besides, the White King agrees with me. What? For a seer, your vision of events surrounding you is rather limited. It's charming. It's charming. Just please stop complimenting me. No. Get complimented, Rose. Oh. Oh, except it's already cracking. That might prevent that from working if it's already cracking. Fine, then please at least try to sound more sarcastic when you do it. Oh, sure, I'm really going to do that. Yes, very likely. Then the scratch will be implemented later by either John or Dave, I presume. You used a male pronoun. You said the Guardian of the Night of Time started the process. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it was cracked in Bro's fight before he died. Yeah, quite a while ago. Yes, I guess it makes sense that it would happen later. My understanding is that Jack will not be banished from this session until near the end of the reckoning. Yes, Jack will exit your session later, but this has nothing to do with the scratch. Not directly, as you imply. I don't understand. I thought that was the point of the scratch, to open a rift in space-time as it were, and banish him into the troll's session. No, that is not the purpose of the scratch at all. The scratch does not open a rift in space-time. Then why have you directed me to cause it? Does it have something to do with enabling you to die? No, not directly. The scratch has nothing more to do with my death than any other single event ultimately contributing to my demise. I think it's disingenuous for you to behave as if I have not been misled. You say you don't lie, but what about lies of omission? Lies of omission do not exist. Says one who relies on lies of omission. The concept is a very human one. It is the product of your story writing again. You have written a story about the truth, making emotional demands of it, and in particular of those in possession of it. Your demands are based on a feeling of entitlement to the facts, which is very childish. You can never know all the facts, only I can, and since it's impossible for me to reveal all the facts to you, it is my discretion alone that decides which facts will be revealed in the finite time we have. If I do not volunteer information you deem critical to your fate, it possibly means that I am a scoundrel, but it does not mean that I am a liar. And it certainly means you did not ask the right questions. One can make either true statements or false statements about reality. All of the statements I make are true. Unless you're joking. Yes. Ha ha hee hee hoo hoo. Exactly. Then I guess I'll start asking better questions. Good. I will make a seer of you yet. Will you? Yes. You can start by shortening up the reliability of your sources. Start by shoring up the reliability of your sources. You proceeded to question me, believing you understood the purpose of the scratch. You received your information about it from trolls. I assure you that in most ways, the trolls are as confused about everything as you are. Okay, noted. What exactly does the scratch do then? It resets the game. Oh, that's it? Yes. Then we all start from the beginning again when John entered? No. The release of the temporal energy will be quite massive. This is a hard reset. It will reboot the conditions in your universe well before you began playing the game. You will have lived different lives after the reset. The different initial conditions will ideally lead to a more favorable scenario in the new session. Unfortunately, you will have no memory of anything that has happened in the session you're in now. Oh. Interesting. So, it's very possible that the game has already been played and scratched. Maybe even multiple times. And they're just unaware of it. Interesting. Okay. What will happen to us? Everyone in this session now. You will all cease to exist completely if you remain here during the scratch. This seems familiar. It reminds me of when Dave and I were trapped in the doomed timeline, and he left to change the past. The timeline ceased to exist along with my dream self, who in a way became merged with my dream self of this timeline. I kept some of her memories. Is the situation similar? Similar, but more severe. Since this timeline will undergo such a violent upheaval, such a merger of memory cannot happen. You will be resigned to absolute oblivion, unless you can discover a way to preserve yourselves, but that's not really my place to advise you on that. After you have dealt with the scratch and the sun, what happens to you is not any of my business. Then can you at least tell me if we will be successful in preserving ourselves after the reset? I don't particularly enjoy spoiling things for people when unnecessary. I find speaking in a discreet color helps avoid this. So if the scratch isn't specifically meant to banish Jack from the session, and our quest to destroy the sun is meant to kill him, why is the reset necessary at all, especially if it means oblivion for us? Because you cannot achieve the ultimate reward in this session. Your battlefield is cancerous, and the reckoning will destroy it prematurely regardless. By resetting, you will create a session which can bear the fruit of a new universe, even if you will not be the ones to claim the reward. Don't you want to fulfill your purpose? I guess, but it's a little disheartening to learn I'm now faced with not one, but two suicide missions at once. One to destroy Jack's power source and defend all of existence, and another to ensure our cosmic progeny at the price of oblivion. That frames the dual objectives accurately, but if you are inventive, you may find a way to survive the reset and participate in the renewed session. It's up to you. Just as it's up to you to face the decision to claim immortality before you enter your creation. Immortality? Yes. Do you mean ascending to the god tier? Yes. I have reason to believe that I won't. The trolls have not indicated that I will die on my quest bed, or that any of us will aside from John. Instead, I've been given a more troubling and ambiguous forecast. What have I said about confirming the reliability of your sources? Are you saying I will? No. Oh, well, will I? It seems you'd like me to do some more fortune-telling. Fine, maybe this question will suit you better. Is it probable? That's a strange question to ask someone who is omniscient and therefore knows outcomes with 100% certainty. I like it. Then what's your answer? You have exactly a 50% chance of ascending to the god tier. That's a strange answer. I know. Why such a precise probability? Because, much like the decisions you must face to complete your dual suicide missions, you have two ways of achieving godhood to choose from. 2 ways? By dying on the quest bed on my planet and some other way? Yes. Is there another quest bed somewhere? Good guess, Seer. Where? What difference does it make? You already know where the first one is. You have the choice to go there right now and take your own life. That's true. Of course it is. He didn't say, no, he did say yes. I thought he just said good guess, Seer. He did say yes. That's true. Of course it is. You mentioned immortality. Godhood makes one immortal? Yes. A god tier will live forever with no caveats? No. One will live forever unless killed. The death must be either heroic or just. How are those terms defined? Broadly, mysteriously, and according to the case of the individual. One may be killed by opposing a corrupt adversary and die for a just cause, as through martyrdom, for instance. This would be heroic. Or one may be subjected to corruption and slain by a hero. This would be just. Okay. So those who reach god tier can only die in interesting in heroic or just means. Interesting. So basically, in order to die, they have to either be a hero or a villain that's killed by a hero. In kind of vague terms. Which sort of death will you have when I destroy the sun? Neither. I'm not a god. I'm a guardian, a servant, and a weapon. I have power and knowledge far surpassing a god, but I am not one. Is this when you're going to tell me why you want to die? Yes. I sense it's not just because you're getting bored with immortality. That's good. Your vision is becoming clearer. Then why? My master can't enter this universe until I am killed. Such is the nature of the break. That almost sounds like martyrdom. Are you sure it won't be a hero's death? Quite sure. My master is a very evil man. Who is he? I won't tell you his name, but he goes by the title Lord English. And we're back to this. Back to Lord English and his multicolored coat. Getting some water. This doesn't sound like an especially admirable objective. Releasing an evil man who is presumably more powerful than you, an already omnipotent being. Am I right? You are right about both. It is not admirable and is considerably more powerful. But you must decide which objective is more important. You may decide to attempt to destroy the sun and end my life. This will neutralize Jack, who is also much more powerful and dangerous than myself by virtue of the ring he wears, in addition to drawing energy from the same sun as I. He poses a significant threat to reality. But in the process of killing him and you, I released your master, who is just as deadly? He's more deadly, but the danger he poses is sanctioned by paradox space. It is a known quantity. His very existence in the universe will mean it will inevitably be torn apart. But there are rules to his entry, and his grim procession through paradox space is rather orderly. The present equilibrium has accounted for him, and will continue to. Jack, however, is a loose cannon. He will not stop until he destroys everything he encounters. Additionally, his existence is your responsibility. I don't like it. I don't necessarily trust what he's saying. Like, he says he doesn't lie, but all he would have to do is lie about not lying. But if his sole goal is to get Lord English to enter, why would you blindly trust anything he says regarding the Green Sun and what has to happen, with the universe and with his own death, which is required to bring Lord English into the universe? Like, he even said to, like, for her to, like, verify her sources and stuff. How does she verify him as a source? There's no one else quite as omnipotent as him, who can verify that everything he's saying is true and not twisted for his own means. But it very well could all be completely true. Rose, you should ask if there is any other options here, or any other way other than either if there's any other way to kill Jack. If we trust that he does only tell the truth. I don't like him. Well, I like him as a character, but I don't trust him. He's even admitted he doesn't believe in lies of omission, so he could be omitting quite a lot. And I don't really trust that Rose is going to ask all the right questions. I love Rose, but she's missed some big stuff before via not asking the right questions. And by just the virtue of, like, how this kind of character and storyline tends to go, I'm thinking there's going to be something pretty big that she's neglecting to ask that would reveal some big options. But and nothing I can do but read on. Then I guess I don't have a choice. You do. But also know this. Refusing to venture out to destroy the sun in no way spares anyone from my master regardless. It is certainly true that destroying it will end my life, and it is certainly true that the tumor you will deliver to its location has enough power to destroy it completely, but it is not the only way to kill me. It is simply a way I have suggested to you, which doubles as a way to disarm Jack, should you choose to go through with it. Instances of myself have spawned in countless universes, and my objective is always the same. I have never once failed to complete this objective, and I never will. There is nothing noble about taking a course of action you believe would prevent his arrival, because that is impossible. He will come. In fact, he is already here. He is already here. Are you saying that I will succeed in the mission to destroy the sun? Are you asking for another palm reading? You seem rather keen on acquiring a fortune from me, considering you are the one with the crystal ball. I'm just trying to ask as many questions as I can. It's the only way to find the dark spots in your obstinacy. I've been very helpful, and I will continue to be. I myself do not care to be an oracle, but I can graciously supply you with one. Can you? An eager consort has brought you one of my seeds. It appears you have amassed followers who wish to please you. How fortuitous. Your seeds? The white orb. Oh, the cue ball. How did I not notice this? It will accurately answer any question a curious girl can pose, provided she can see through the surface to read its reply. Is that possible? Is it, Seer? Given your title and all the tools of prognostication at your disposal, it seems to me I should be the one asking you the questions. So Rose has more abilities at her hands than she realizes. And yeah, I did notice that little guy before holding out the cue ball there. Yeah. How can I see through it? It seems you weren't listening, so I will state this again in the form of a question. Don't you think I should be asking the questions from now on? Yes, if you want it to be disingenuous and irritating. Don't you think a clever person should be able to acquire information from someone who only asks questions? Then it's a challenge. I pass. Do you have a choice? What if I'm feeling a bit stubborn? Okay, so what you mean is I should continue humoring your leading questions until you happen to ask certain rhetorical questions that contain information I need. Was that a question? That was a fact. Then a period. How does a seer see? With a crystal ball? I already considered that. I don't think I can get the focus of the ball to zoom in tight enough on the cue ball's enclosure to read the answers. How else does she see? By other magical means, I guess? Should I use magic? Do you believe in magic? Magic is real. I've been using it. Are you sure? Use whatever word you want to describe it. I have magic wands, they're very powerful, and they allow me to be magic. Your questions are silly. What makes you convinced the wands are responsible for your abilities? Because I did not have the abilities before I made them. Could this be circumstantial? Could it? Is there an echo? Is there an echo? Hee I don't know what you're getting at. How about another leading question? What did you combine to make those wands? Some stuff. Knitting needles, an inexpensive figurine of some fictional fellow with long whiskers, a simple textbook on the zoologically dubious? Why would this mundane combination of objects grant a child such an alarming mastery over dark forces all at once? I'm guessing this is one of the rhetorical questions meant to be informative. So then my answer should affirm how ridiculous that sounds, shouldn't it? Maybe. That wasn't even a question. Yes, it was. Okay, magic is fake, the wands are useless toys, and there is something else going on. Next question. Would it be so... Okay, long text here. We're highlighting. Would it be so difficult to believe the power you found to devastate your planet and create shortcuts through your session is not entirely by your own device? Would it be so difficult to believe a young lady could be unwittingly apprenticed by more powerful entities who meant her potential to be realized later through some arbitrary trigger? What would you say if I said a dutiful girl raised in the daylight was protected by a bulb-headed guardian and learned to glow in the dark after death? What would you say if I said a vengeful boy on a path of nihilism was taken under the wings of fearsome angels and learned to destroy hope with their light? What would you say if I said a reserved girl enamored by what dwelt in shadow was selected by the horror terrors for service and did their bidding at every step while convinced of her own autonomy? Okay, so let's see. Dutiful girl raised in daylight, protected by a bulb-headed guardian, and learned to glow in the dark after death. Learn to glow in the dark after death. That sounds like, Kanea. That sounds like Kanea. Vengeful boy on a path of nihilism, taken under the wings of fearsome angels, learn to destroy hope with their light. Was it... That sounds like Eridan. Because he had, like, the land of angels and stuff, and he was Prince of Hope. But he used his power to kill Pfeffery and many of his other friends. A reserved girl enamored by what dwelt in shadow, selected by the horror terrors for service, and did their bidding at every step while convinced of her own autonomy. Is that Vriska? What would I say to those short fables? Not much, except I gather the third is a story about me. Maybe. Yeah. Could it be? Reserved girl, enamored by what dwelt in shadow. Yeah, that's her. Selected by the horror terrors for service and did their bidding at every step while convinced of her own autonomy. Okay, yeah, that's Rose. But the other two, that sounds like Kanea and Eridan. Not much, except I gather the third is a story about me, and that there's a lesson you'd like me to take from it, that I should renounce my allegiance before my grimdark corruption is absolute, and while I'm at it, I should discard these useless wands because apparently the power was in my little black heart all along. Is that right? Won't you have to give up your succubus to the one who causes the... Won't you have to give up your specibus to the one who causes the scratch regardless? How else would the young man wield that great big needle? I don't know, if you say so. Haven't your friends already shown concern for your recklessness and your increasing sense of detachment from the party, the team objectives, and not to mention those of your personal quest? Does this worry you? Is there a part of you left that's able to worry? Yes. It has been mysteriously localized to my middle finger. Could the dark magics be at work again? Do you deny that you have been neglecting incoming messages from your teammates? Would that be in keeping with the spirit of the human emotion of friendship for one whose soul was not so befouled by the designs of unknowable monstrosities? Friendship isn't an emotion, numbnuts. Isn't it, Rose? Isn't it? I've been busy. I'll get back to them. And can we please stop doing the patronizing question thing? In exchange, I promise I will discontinue my patronizing responses. Can the omniscient be patronized? Yeah, he's trying to point out how far she's fallen away from her friends and into the darkness. The omniscient can do whatever they please. I guess I'm just asking you nicely to do me this favor. Very well, I will stop smothering you with surprised noodles. Huh? But only because I find you to be adorable. So creepy. So cute. Yuck. I'm going to ask the same question I asked earlier. Please do not regard it as a violation of my pledge. It's just an ordinary question, like those that crop up in an ordinary conversation. Okay, how does a seer see? I don't know. Be literal. With her eyes? Take the orb. Ask it a question. I don't know what to ask anymore. I'm confused. What would you ask me? I would like to ask, what should I do next? Then ask, what should I do next? Not me. The ball, dunkass. Okay, Leia, let's ask the ball. Ooh. Oh? And we see something. Answer Jade. I think that is a good next step. Rose, answer. Sorry for the delayed response. Answering seems to be what to do right now. Rose, geez, finally. You sure seem to be absorbed in whatever you're doing on that computer. Were you talking to someone? Oh, right. I forgot I gave you the code for the crystal ball, and here I was thinking I could safely delay responding to messages without seeming like an ass. The way it usually works. Oops. No, I don't blame you for not responding. You must be very upset. Are you okay? Why would I be upset? Because, I figured you would have found out by now, but I guess you still don't know? Know what? About John's dad and your mom. Rose? Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh, that sucks. Rose, please say something. You're making me nervous. I should have come looking for her. Why didn't I? Because you were busy trying to make the best of the situation? John was too, but he went to look for his father. It would have been normal for me. I can't remember what I was trying to prove anymore. I don't think you should be so hard on yourself about it. John was being John, and you were being you, which I guess meant taking our problems very seriously and putting all your attention on solving them. And anyway, you and your mom had a much trickier relationship than John and his dad, didn't you? I mean, not that I'm saying that means you were any less attached to her than him. Ugh, I don't know if I'm any good at consoling people. Sorry, Rose, I don't want to make you feel worse. You're doing fine for someone raised by a dog, or really anyone. Thanks. Whew, okay. You know, now we have all lost guardians. Dave lost his, I lost mine in a weird way, even though it's pretty much definitely my fault. And even the trolls all lost their monster guardians. I think that maybe this is an inevitable part of a game that can be cruel sometimes. For some reason, despite all the danger, I never thought she was in any trouble. I never believed she would actually die. I grew up with the feeling that something more significant had always been meant for her. That she was a heroine, displaced in some way, resigned to the inglorious duty of raising me and preparing me in her way. I didn't actually need the ectobiological verification that she was like a mother and a sister at the same time. I always understood that somehow. And I felt she had knowledge and ability beyond what she let on. I was always intimidated. It was always intimidating, but nonetheless a source of respect which was childishly begrudging on my part. I think she was just waiting for me to catch up with her, but now I can't. Yeah, this really sucks. I'm so sad. Rose, I think you're being stronger about it than I am. Probably because my emotions have now ceded to anger. This shouldn't have happened. Oh, well, I just hope you aren't thinking of doing something rash. I already was. I was going to go to sleep, fly to a sun bigger than our universe, drop a bomb in it, and kill myself. Yeah, so if my course of action is to change on account of my mood, it can only become less impetuous, don't you think? I don't know. You never liked my plan very much anyway. Well, no. But I was trusting that you had thought it through, and it was a rest hope. I'm not sure if I did. Maybe it was a terrible plan. I made it without a full understanding of the nature of the scratch. Then what will you do? I could stop being so cowardly for once. I could short-circuit this endlessly expanding game of chess we're playing, just like Jack decided to do. What does that mean? Maybe I'll go kill Jack myself, right now. Oh, no. Rose, that's a much worse plan. He would probably kill you. Probably. But the scratch will wipe us out anyway and reboot the conditions of our session. I suddenly don't feel much like sneaking through the back door of the furthest ring for retribution by a distant supernova. I know what you mean. I was angry at Jack and wanted to stop him too, but we have to think of a more sensible way to do it. Whether my existing plan was sensible or not, I may have been allowing myself to be manipulated by an omniscient being regardless. What? Who? Hello, ladies. What? This is a private conversation. Private even to those who know it word for word already. Proceed. I will be here, watching. Rose, who is this? Ignore him. I don't even know what's going on anymore. You were discussing Miss Lalonde's intrepid new variation on suicide. As one with a passion for the subject, I'm intrigued. Shush. Anyway, if it's true that gods have selected me for service, maybe the power they've given me will be sufficient. Maybe they wanted me to kill him all along. Hee. Shush. Please don't, Rose. I know you're angry, but you aren't thinking straight. But I am. I'm fully aware I'll probably die and fail. Scratch happens, we start fresh. No recollection. No problem. No. Jade, as an ambassador of Skya, maybe you'd be willing to talk some sense into your friend. You should understand she's been corrupted by various entities with some rather questionable motives. Rose, maybe White Text Guy is right. The Dark Gods gave you all these powers and seem to be helping us with the dream bubbles and stuff, but what if they're not actually good? They are enormous, ugly, and live in darkness. That doesn't necessarily make them bad. No, but I still don't trust them. If only there were a way to make this determination with certainty, through a reliable source within reach, for instance, at this exact moment, perhaps one that is spherical and devastatingly handsome. What's this weirdo talking about? The cue ball. Oh yeah, I noticed you found it. I was worried it had been destroyed when my room blew up. Is he saying you can use it? Yes, and he's right. Oh my god, does it work? It advised me to talk to you just now, so I guess so? Then maybe you should try it. Yes, Rose, listen to Jade. She is far less manipulative than I. What are you suggesting I ask it? Well, since we don't know much about the gods, why don't you ask it about them? So you're saying I should ask it if the gods are evil? I guess that's one way to put it. Even though at this point neither of you is highlighting my text to read it, this idea gets my vote. Go ahead, ask, Seer. Seer, ask. Ooh, here we go. But what should you gonna... Yes, asking if the gods are evil. Yes, that is a good question. Okay. Is there volume here? I don't think so. Ooh. Okay. Looking deep in the ball. Getting closer and closer and closer. What? What was that? At the very end. Oh, okay, someone's... Okay. Scam... Nope, that's, Kanea. Vriska's glasses are broken. Oh. Screen went dark? It looks fine on my end. Or were you just pointing out that oh, the we had reached the point where oh yeah, where it darkens. I thought you were saying that the stream went dark for you. Okay, but you were just pointing out that yeah. So we've reached the point where they no longer see Rose's future, the moment she asks if the gods are evil. Interesting. Rose, go dark. You slip into the fabled Black Death trance of the Wogothics, quaking all the while in the blood-eldritch throes of the brood-fester tongues. You advise the members of your complacency not to be alarmed as they chronicle the event in tomes bound in the tan, writhing flesh of a tortured hell scholar, with runes stroked in the black tears bled from the corruption-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary occultists. But they fail to not be alarmed. This is because, as is now painfully obvious to anyone with a brain, you have basically gone completely off the deep end in every way. You have officially gone grimdark. Oh, I love this. Look at her. Oh, I love her. Oh, she looks so cool. I know. I'm very concerned for her. But also, oh, she looks so cool with her dark power pulsing out of her. Oh, gorgeous. Resist urge to seek revenge. You make a half-hearted attempt to resist the urge. Alas, one is not easily shaken from the broodfester tongues. Yeah, I imagine not. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is there supposed to be sound here? It feels like there should be sound here. Okay, so there wasn't S here, so there's not supposed to be. Okay. I'm just so used to the animated sections coming with sound that it feels weird when there's not. Okay, so she's flying up, seeking her revenge. Ooh. Okay. They are stubborn throws. Oh man, Rose, I am very concerned for you. Very, very concerned. Oh god. So she's off to do some very questionable things. Big man, request time out. La. Alright, homies. Everybody, all y'all hold up. The big man wants to take a timeout. Oh yeah, we've been dealing with some heavy stuff lately. We could use it. We could use it, big man. Wreck some havoc. Big man's about to wreck some havoc in the yard. The court is on fire. Request a ruler. Dude, come get the ruler. Check this out. Dude, hurry! Look, she's escaping from above! Oh, okay, dude, no. It got stabbed by the ruler! Oh no. Okay, how am I gonna wreak some havoc in the yard with a meter you jump past? Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Again, with the metric system, what is it even with you and units, man? Oh, it's like you must be dunking up a joint make you stop stoned or something. I can't even think of who leaves all their rings lying about like that. Oh, beautiful. We're getting some Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff right in the middle of Homestuck, and I love it. Oh, hold on. Okay. My roommates are surprisingly home early. So we're gonna have to wrap up now. Sorry about that. For unexpectedly ending so soon. We had about 30 minutes left. Anyways, so we got most of it. But yeah, the big man did just call a timeout, so it's a good time for it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, had fun. I did, and I hope to see you next week. Have a very good rest of your day. Oh, thank you. No, see ya. Hope to see you next week. Have a very good rest of your day.